He's serious, bro. This thing is like a Shih Tzu, bro. He's like a grandfather, bro. Like you can't take. He's like a grandpa. You can't take anything he says serious, bro. He's senile at this point. Nigga said, "I'm a fire on him, fool."
Say certain things about. I'm not gonna say who. I'm not gonna say what group of people, but they had a video during the Super Bowl talking about how they're getting so they're experiencing all this prejudice in the
Oh
world, and
my
they're making laws
gosh,
about how
that
you
shit's
can't address
hilarious, bro.
certain
Who?
things. I'm gonna
Interest?
just say it. The Jewish community.
Okay.
I'm gonna just say it. They're making laws about how you can't tweet this or say this and da 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 da. Black people been getting lynched for years. It's still not a federal crime.
Nah, bro. There's no way Ricky just confused. There's no way Ricky just confused Israel with Europe. There's no way Ricky just confused. Bro, what is wrong with this dude, bro? Israel's not impeding in no freedom of speech. They are fighting for freedom of speech. What is this dude Ricky even talking about? Do he not know what the? Oh my god, bro! They gonna really Ricky's just gonna make this show go to shit, bro. He's spreading propaganda and fake shit, fake news. I wonder if he really believed what he just said, bro. Israel is not pushing for the end of free speech, bro. If anything, they trying to bring that shit to the Middle East. He's talking about England. This dude don't even know what the fuck he's talking about, and he be talking. Oh my god, bro.
And
What the? It's always our fault. It's always, and I see
I
people
think
in the
that's a
chat
very
saying,
fair point.
"Stop being a victim. Stop being a victim." You motherfuckers don't know the history of this country or the shit that our people go through, bro. Like y'all can get on me like, "Oh, Ricky, you're the resident white boy at No Jumper." I'm still black, nigga. When I leave here, ain't nobody like, "Oh, that's just a good white man driving that car." Go ahead, Rick. That's just a good white man driving that car. Nigga, I be coming out of my house and my neighbors be crossing the street sometimes, bro.
You will get pulled
No
over
matter
before
how white
me.
he might act, he still gets the black experience.
This shit
every
is
day.
crazy. Like, why? I'm tired of it always being our fault. It's 2026. Niggas gotta step up and take
So
some
getting called a
accountability.
hard R and you beating somebody ass is not your fault, bro.
No.
But it's definitely
But you
your
gonna go to jail though.
Hey,
That should have been a law that
the
you
world
can't let
ain't
the hard
fair,
R
bro.
fly.
The world ain't fair, my boy. Life ain't fair, gang.
That's why parents tell you sticks and stones.
You
You, know
can't
what I'm saying?
expect everything to be.
I don't even believe that, bro. Because if your parents told you that, you wouldn't even be tripping. Holy shit, you would not be tripping over the word nigga. I don't even believe half the shit this nigga says, bro. This nigga is just phony, bro. Holy shit. Like, what the fuck do you mean? What the fuck do you mean, brother? You know, they really gotta get rid of Ricky, bro. I thought Tam was gonna be the end of No Jumper, but it's really starting to look like Ricky's the problem, bro. It's really beginning to look like Ricky's the
Fair out
fucking
here, my
problem.
boy. That ain't how the world works, you know?
Man, well, let's get into some new topics. We just see, feel me? We went down a wormhole with
We going to this one or we going to do the other
Wait,
one?
which one are we going to?
Okay.
Oh, but they
didn't-
said
changed
save it for the next show though.
Yeah, they
yeah,
changed
they
it.
said they're changing the title.
Yeah.
So let's just move on to
Because
the
Adam
next one.
was trying to talk about this tomorrow.
Uh,
Big topic for tomorrow. So, but the Stephon Diggs, Cardi B.
Oh, Steph. Oh, this one hurt me a little bit, bro. This one hurt.
Of course it
Hence
did,
my
because you're a
freestyle
fucking
before
weirdo. You're a
That was
little
hard
bitch.
though. That was hard,
Hence
yo.
my freestyle.
Spiffy
Nigga,
hard.
Cardi B is more black than you, bro. Cardi B is more gangster than you, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I hate Ricky now.
Spiffy hard.
what you know about that?
Spiffy hard. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know too much, but y'all be saying that shit be killing me, bro. That shit is hilarious. I don't even know why. All right, so what are your initial? Oh, sorry, that's
fuck.
that
Number
funny
three.
one. Number 3. I can't see it. I'm getting blocked a little bit. So y'all just.
So
More
no,
fucking
no.
Super Bowl talk. All right, come on.
So Cardi B, you feel me? She said, so Cardi B and Stephon Diggs break up during the Super Bowl. Cardi B had a cold response, asked what message she asked for Stephon Diggs ahead of his game.
Damn, I didn't see this.
Yeah, no, she was going crazy.
Inspired message.
Fucked up. Her face told it all.
Inspired message for Stephon before the game. One inspired message for him.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Inspired message for Stephon.
See, this is man.
She dressed like a Latin king.
Look, say it, sus, because I don't want to say it. Say it, though, sus.
She dressed like a Lion King.
Yeah, no, she was going crazy.
What you talking about? More than Rey, nigga. Black and gold never fold.
Her face told it all.
Yeah, I can see.
Inspired message for Stephon before the game. One inspired message for him.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Inspired message for Stephon.
See, this is man.
She dressed like a Latin king.
Look, say it, sus, because I don't want to say it. Say it, though, sus. Say it, though, sus. I don't want to say it.
Man, you know, as a nigga who be living similar shit, look, man, this is how it goes. They leave you thinking the grass is greener. It don't be that green, and then they end up looking foolish. It's never greener. Stay at the grass that you know. It's never greener.
Don't go
Ever.
chasing waterfalls.
Facts.
Look,
Crazy.
man, I always say I'd rather stay with the devil that I know, not the new one that I gotta find out about.
So
You feel me?
in addition,
But how does this apply to Stephon, though? Because he's got
No,
like
this
8
applies
baby
to
mamas.
her, not him.
Oh, I was getting lost. Okay,
Yeah, this
okay,
applies.
okay.
All this applies to her,
Yeah.
not him. He's living his best life, nigga.
he's not
I have
tripping.
nothing to say to him. What the fuck? He's nothing to say to him, nigga. He chilling.
You know what this is to me? The way I read this was like, you know, they might
Yeah,
be
he's good,
beefing
bro.
at the crib or whatever. Maybe Steph's too locked in and she want to talk about some random color. Oh, I'm thinking I'm gonna wear this outfit instead of this
She
outfit.
dressed like a Latin
And he's
king.
just like, hey, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm
Sounds like a
trying to win a
wrestler.
Super Bowl right now, and her feelings are hurt.
I think it's past that. From what I had seen in some comments, one of his other baby mamas was there.
She was,
Yeah,
yeah.
not only that, but
Bro,
his like
that's
female
fire.
bestie,
Yeah,
like
but yeah, she was fired. Go ahead.
But here's the main thing though. It's like, all right, Cardi B, all weekend long, she was hosting like multiple events. She hosted there was a flag football game for I think it was like Hall of Famers, and she was one of the hosts. And they're like, Cardi, like have you like what parties have you been to? She's like, I've been to like 12 parties. I took 7 shots before I got on there. Like she's clearly coping.
You see, look, and that's why, bro, when you stop fucking with a nigga that's your baby daddy and you've been fucking with him for a long time, bro, the first thing you need to do is be by yourself. Not bounce to some rebound shit. And then she went too far. I don't think it's certain things you can come back from and certain things that you can't. And as far as me, bitch can't go have no baby and come back.
How the
That's
fuck?
out.
Yeah,
That's hella
That's
fuck out.
excessive. Certain things bitches can come back from, and certain things, you know, all right. You
No,
fuck
we
with a nigga,
we
that's
just
cool.
fuck buddies after that.
he
That's
thought
it.
he was
It's
with
over with.
Anyways, but like a baby, man, you better stay over there with that shit. She might as well go back to the demon that she know, but she went too far. That was my whole point.
I
She
think
had
it,
a kid.
okay. I
She
think it's
blew it.
funny to be like Offset won the Super Bowl. Da, 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 but I truly
That's
do,
hilarious.
I truly do believe
That's hilarious.
That's
all
funny
that.
as
That was
fuck.
funny
I
as
ain't
fuck.
gonna lie.
I truly believe that Cardi's like just over Offset. Like I think that with her getting with Stephon, she was kind of signaling, and she had said this a few times when her and Offset were on the outs. She was like, "Do you know who's in my DMs? I got billionaires in my DMs."
I believe that.
basically. She was
So?
saying shit like that. And I feel like with her getting with Stephon, like the real dig was, I'm playing in a new echelon of money. We talking about 30 mil guaranteed
Yeah, he's good for it.
money.
You know
We're not
he's
talking
good
about
for
no rap money. If you hot, you got it. If you don't, we talking about bricks in the bank.
Yeah,
You
for
feel
sure.
me?
You
So
got
like
it.
the whole going back to Offset, I don't really feel like that's too like relevant.
But she got hella kids with that nigga.
Yeah, but you know
Bitches love their baby
charge
daddy.
it to the game.
Bitches love their baby. I'm not saying
They'll
that.
probably still be fucking till the end of
Yeah, he
time.
get hit.
Yeah,
Duh.
they'll probably still be.
He
Yeah,
get
He
hit
get
forever.
till he
Oh
get
yeah,
hit
for
till
sure, for
one
sure.
of
They
the
gotta
You know
have
what I'm saying?
kids.
They
Once she
gonna be
get
50 and
give
get
her a
married
year.
again, type
Give
shit.
her a year.
You know
So
what I'm
once
saying?
she fully stop fucking, but yeah, she gotta fully stop fucking with Stefan. But I don't know. I don't know. She having too many kids with niggas, and that's too far, bro. She doing.
But I don't think her and Stefan are truly done though. Can I speak
don't think
about
so either.
the female bestie thing?
I don't think so either.
Yeah,
I feel
so-
like this is just a moment. Like I know for sure, Stefan, this nigga's crazy.
So-
bro.
so
like when
Stefan-
it comes to like being a competitor and shit and locking into the moment, he's a psychopath.
Yeah.
For sure. So he could have just
gonna
got
do
into
whatever to win.
He's gonna do whatever to win. He could have just got into a dumbass argument with her,
That's
left
what
the
bitches
crib,
don't be
and it's like,
realizing.
I'm not fucking with you. Like you were throwing off my whole
See,
shit.
you gotta make that point, cause that's what bitches don't be realizing. Just to beat another nigga, he'll do whatever to win.
Yeah.
Right.
It don't be about nigga. I just had to, you feel me? Say this to somebody else. I ain't gonna say too much. It don't be about you, bitch. Like he like you, the nigga. It's really about beating me. It's not so much about you.
Right.
It's cause niggas, that's just how a lot of these gay ass niggas is wired. Is winning. I gotta win. And that's cool. Most men is like that, but there's certain extents to where I don't wanna nigga, if that's your bitch, you got it. I don't wanna beat you. But like once you're in deep with and nigga got kids and all of that shit, then the other nigga got kids with her too.
So you think
and
he had the baby just to win?
it's a high possibility. Thinking like, yeah, I'm finna.
Low-key.
Soon as she drop off from the other baby daddy, yeah, I'm finna drop a baby in this bitch. I'm finna win.
Especially when he's like doing
Young
that
nigga, he
at a
can
decathlete level.
Him. I'm not saying
but
niggas,
rich
but
baby
him.
mama though is a trophy. Rich
How-
baby mama kind of a trophy.
how
He's
rich
shooting
is
up all kinds of clubs. She
How
got money.
rich?
She got money.
She
She
rich.
got money. Yeah, I think this is like important to take a look at. So, essentially, Stefan Diggs, Sancha, aka like his like female bestie, was at the event, and
See, but shit like this though, I feel like Cardi could deal with shit like this because I feel like she came into it.
No, she
understanding.
can't deal with it.
Remember when
because
she had that viral live where she was like, "Well,
But then
I
why
guess
she unfollow
we
him?
just
Yeah,
gonna have to
clearly
share
she
our
can't.
baby mom,
then
baby
why?
daddy."
Then why she unfollow, bro?
I think my hypothesis is true. I think Steph was locked into the moment. She was trying to talk to him about some shit that didn't matter. He spazzed, and he either left or she left. And they ain't seen each other in the last 3 days leading up to the Super Bowl. That's what I truly believe.
I think it's
I truly believe he spazzed the fuck out. And
Then why
was
would
like,
she have
"Bitch,
come
fuck
then?
you." And
Then
girls
why
are
would-
emotional. They want to be a part of these moments with you, but he's getting ready to fucking go to war. He's trying to rip somebody's fucking head off, and the last
That
thing you
might all
need
be
is your
true.
woman making you soft.
I think that it could be a small extent of she want to be involved in these things. Yeah, but
Yeah, for
she's
her,
not.
it's a-
And then
it's
the
a
other
press
bitch
look.
is. But the other bitch is.
This the other bitch.
But, okay,
That's the other bitch.
look,
I think she
Hold
was
on.
some like,
Put that
yeah,
on the screen.
I'm gonna go in the media and make
Put that on the
videos
screen.
and be like, yeah, he got other babies on the way, but I'm
Yeah.
not mad. But she
Yeah.
really mad. Like,
But
come
look,
on, bro.
No,
look,
we
son,
putting this on the
is some
screen
shit that you're
for the good
assistant is
people.
taking
Yeah.
care of.
Thank you,
baby
Lush.
mama
Thank
1,
you.
2, and 3. They need tickets. Yeah, the bad bitch I used to fuck. Make sure she in the stands too, because that's gonna be a part of my victory shit too. I got all the hoes in the stand. Assistant just,
Hell no.
you don't feel me chefing out them tickets. Stefano got to think about
I
that.
hate to
but he
say
does
this.
have to interface with Cardi on a daily basis.
I hate to say this, if I don't like, if I didn't know who Cardi B was, and I love her to death so much, I'm like a Cardi stan, and I just saw her booty bent over next to this one, I think I'm fucking I gotta be honest, dog. Like, I think
I'm not choosing one.
Ooh,
I'm not choosing one.
I ain't gonna lie to you, brother.
Bro, look, if you step on Diggs, you gotta have all your baby mamas and your kids in the stand when you win the fucking Super Bowl. Duh. That's the move I gotta make here. I gotta have all my kids here and all my baby mamas and shit.
Nah,
that's
I'm the
true.
king of the fucking world.
Nah.
That's the
Hey,
obvious move.
he a demon, bro. Hey, Stephon Diggs different. I ain't gonna lie. He a demon, bro. He doing Cardi B like this?
Nah, he's nah, Diggs
He
is
a
leading
demon.
the City Boys right now. He's the
City boy.
No, bro, he's the
president.
quarterback right now.
That's
bro.
the mayor of the City Boys.
He's the mayor of the.
No,
Yo,
hey,
yo,
you know my theory.
Yo,
If one of us hits, we all hit.
You talking how little New York, little YNs be talking about their friends?
Let's watch Nietzsche's video. Because he posted some funny ass shit and he's a friend of the show. We fuck with Ugly Money.
That
Nietzsche.
nigga Lush turned into a little New York YN when they be talking about their friends.
Where's my matcha and my quarters at?
Damn, in my heart. What am I dad?
Let's show the photos.
What
I
about
thought this shit
that?
was hilarious. I think it's his first video.
Shout
About
some
Cardi
Nietzsche.
B, about unfollowing. Yeah, Nietzsche be doing this shit, bro. He's hilarious.
I love Nietzsche.
Oh yeah, the breakup. Yeah, there you go. Shout out.
Who really won the Super Bowl? Offset. Offset won the Super Bowl by landslide. You dig what I'm saying? This is a win for husbands and two-parent households and women that don't violate their family and their marriage. It's a win for all nuclear families across the goddamn world, okay? Stephon didn't get a ring. Cardi B didn't get a ring. All is well with the world. And now it's speculated that they done broke up because they even followed each other being petty as hell because, you know, both of them childish as fuck. This shit is hilarious. Stephon Diggs had both his baby mamas in the motherfucking building at the same goddamn time. I know them tickets like 20,000. So he had to drop a bag so his other baby mama and the baby could be there too. Oh, Cardi, you thought you were safe? You thought you were special? No. Should have stayed with your husband. Shouts out to Offset on your Super Bowl win, brother. Flawless. Didn't even hit the field. Didn't even do halftime, but he won by a landslide. Woo! This goes to show that sometimes the grass ain't always greener. I'm pretty sure every blog in the freaking world is going to be covering the fact that Cardi and Stephon unfollowed each other. Bro lost the Super Bowl and his girl at the same time. Nobody gets rings. Go Seahawks. Tell Ugly Money. At this point, I'm starting.
The
I ain't
baby
gonna
daddy,
lie.
the baby daddy always wins when the baby mama wants to leave, split the family up, and go where she think the grass is greener, and then it's really not, and then end up either going back or jumping somewhere else. The baby daddy win because you thought the grass was greener, and then look, you ain't even happy over there. And then they end
bro,
up back.
Cardi
For sure.
was getting disrespected. Stephon. Offset was smacking Selena Powell. Like you just gotta be a type of nigga, bro,
Yeah, he
to
tripping.
have Cardi
He
be
tripping
at
doing
home
that.
and say I'ma still go hit this rat. And not like a rat like she a real eater. She got some crazy shit you can't get nowhere else. And she might look better than your bitch.
Her
If that
shit
was
was
Offset, if Offset was on some type shit like that, I'd be like, I understand you.
Nah,
Or
like
even
if
if,
she-
look,
If he got hit,
I'm this type of nigga.
if he got caught hitting Bernice or some shit,
Yes.
I would have been like,
Sus,
Yes.
Listen,
Yes.
bro, sus, Lush, I'm a cold ass nigga. Even if it was just a thorough eater and she was low key kind of ugly, she was low key kind
I
of
ain't
busted.
with
Yes.
But look,
No,
I'm
but
still
look,
with you.
Yes.
That's
You
your,
can't
that's
get
your
caught
throat
doing that.
goat. It ain't nobody like her in the world. And Offset got caught in the car in the back streets with her. I understand.
He not
Sometimes it
supposed to
get
get
like
caught.
that. Sometimes it get like that.
But you don't get caught.
But another famous thought who's busted? No.
Hey,
no,
Ricky,
no,
do you think there's a possibility because, like, I agree with the general point that you just made right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's possible that he did that damn near on purpose to be like, fuck you, bitch, yeah, I'm out? Because he knows, because if you fucking with Selena Powell, you know it's going to get out.
No, I think he's
That's
just-
not finna be discreet.
He's just like everybody else. He's a cooch monster. And he can't control his dick. You
Nah.
got to get to a certain level of saying like, I'll hit this, but I'm not gonna hit that. I'll hit this, but I'm not gonna hit that. Especially when you
Yeah.
famous, bro.
And you don't
When
think he
you
can?
famous,
You don't
know what
think
I'm saying?
Offset can find like equivalent to Selena Powell, who's gonna keep her mouth shut after she opened it, as opposed to telling the world? Like I feel like
Yeah, that's why I said even if it was an
Right.
ugly eater he
Right.
had in the cut,
Right.
he been knowing this bitch since high school, and she just
right,
dummy on
right.
it.
So
I'd be cool with that.
No, I agree with you. So I'm introducing the possibility, and this might be wrong, but it is a possibility that he did that on purpose. Like I want you to know that I get caught up because fuck you, bitch.
Well, I heard Selena was breaking him off like 20 racks, 30 racks at a time. So like low key, that
She's
just might have
paying
been
to
a
suck his
jug.
dick.
That might have,
Basically.
yeah, crazy, bro. Crazy. She admitted it. This is out of her own
Cardi
mouth.
should have like welcomed that, been like, all right,
Out of her own mouth.
making her
But this
job
is all
easier.
after her though.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie, Selena,
Exactly.
she has to have something going for her, bro. The way she be getting these
You
niggas,
gotta
I
ask
might have
Adam.
to
You
try
gotta
it
ask
when
Adam.
if I ever come across.
You wouldn't do it?
I denied it.
You wouldn't do it?
Selena, I know I've said a
Hey,
lot.
I avoided it. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm willing to try. If
Nah,
I
you
could get a
shoulda did it.
The
sample,
way she propositioned me, but bitch talking about it gotta be raw and on camera, and I looked at that bitch like she was insane.
oh, that's a bit of a turn.
And I was like, I'm good. Yeah, that should have me like.
That sounds very set up as shit.
Yeah, I was like, I'm okay. I'm alright.
the raw part is the one that's killing me.
Yeah, that was
The
like
raw-
I ain't never had no
This
bitch
was killing me.
specify,
On camera, I
That's where I draw the line.
but specifying raw scares me. At least act like you want me to put the condom on.
yeah.
When she said it has to be,
Type shit.
You know, like yeah, nah. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going.
She
over
said
there.
right.
What's the J.
And
Cole
on camera,
topic you
not on camera.
highlighted?
Yep.
I can't see the words for the J. Cole topic. Or should we do Tommy Guns?
It's up to y'all.
Gang. I just had to say it.
It's up to y'all.
Oh, yo, fuck. One's more hip hop and one's just kind of funny.
It's totally up to
Which
y'all.
one do y'all want to do? The hip
don't
hop
matter.
one or the?
I don't give a fuck.
Should we flip
All
a
right.
coin?
Well, I thought that this was fire. I think we could probably squeeze in both. So J. Cole, gets called out for being performative. Okay, fuck. I got you, dog. J. Cole is driving around in his Honda Civic to various college tourist stops, selling CDs out of his trunk. I do not agree with this being performative. This is a
Marketing
callback
strategy.
to a marketing strategy, but also he used to have that tour, A Dollar in a Dream, where he used to like let college students go to shows for cheaper. So I thought this was him kind of doing a full circle moment, you know, like selling the CDs out the trunk, going to college campuses and stuff like that. I thought that this was dope and like just a good look for hip hop.
Okay, so
know?
J. Cole, this is specifically, let's give him his quote. He said, I got my old Civic in the trunk of my car as boxes of the Fall Off CDs. As a teenager, I had copies of the Vietnam Bummins album Nervous gave me to sell. I used to go to the gas station trying to sell the album to strangers. Yo, you like hip hop? Was the beginning of the sales pitch. When I was working on this album, I had the desire to go feel that feeling again. And that's what I'm about to do. Trunk sale tour 26. I don't know where we about to drive to, but cash me outside. Cop a not bad bunny, bad baby. Cop a CD from me or just show love. I truly appreciate all the love and the reaction to the music. Definitely a marketing strategy. Here's the only problem I have with it, because I fuck with J. Cole and I think this is cool. I said for the last 6 months of 2025, the biggest thing in the music industry is going to be what? Independent music, direct to consumer sales.
Yeah.
Was I not saying that? That was the whole thing. I mean, and I'm not unique for saying that. This was the general consensus that anybody that was really paying attention to the way the industry was moving. Now, J. Cole being someone that typically appeals to an underground fan base despite being mainstream, someone that puts his lyricism and traditional skill set first and foremost, I don't really have a serious problem with him using this grift. However, I do think it's kind of corny that now the mainstream is trying to make being independent, selling out the trunk, and going against the grain, the new cool thing when they've been trying to.
When a lot of niggas
Me
slaughter
too,
their careers
the
by
beef.
dedicating their life to that, you feel me, and not wanting to sell, and they got come from a
Finito
lineage of them.
beef.
The niggas who didn't want to sell and didn't want to go mainstream and was selling their shit, making their own CDs, making their own copies, selling it themselves, standing outside of stores, nigga going to Amoeba, dropping off their records, all kind of shit, nigga. They're like a real independent grind. And then 15 years later, the label steals that formula and says, yeah, we on foot. We on foot with this shit. But niggas are signed.
And guess what? It's not as glamorous as you think, because guess what? Like my crew
not.
in
That shit
Oakland,
takes
South
a
and
lot of
Delmar
work.
crew, we moved over 100,000 out the trunk independently, no distributor. Holler at disc makers and look at the order forms. We moved 100,000. Me personally, I have sold 50,000 by myself out the trunk on Telegraph and fucking Dwight, on Telegraph and Hayes. You feel me? Like literally posted up out the trunk. I have done this city to city, state to state. I know what that entails. I know about printing up 5,000 copies of a 4x6 inserts. That's the size for a CD insert. You know, like I know exactly like what that entails and what, like I've done that. You have to buy at least 5,000. And it's the same price for 5,000 for 200. So like, it's cool that that's being celebrated, but that's not what's really happening. And when you see people like the Russell, I'm going to use this as an example again, make that the primary sales pitch for your entire like engagement. And then, no, you didn't like the distribution deal with I think people are missing the point. And I see like really intelligent music-based reactor / like producers like Curtis King being like, oh, you guys are mad that he that he signed a deal. Shouts to Curtis, by the way, signed a deal with fucking with Rock Nation. No, clearly the stipulations of the deal are nothing. It's like a meaningless distribution deal, which is akin to signing up to DistroKid. What people are mad at What I find fault in is the fact that this guy is literally getting broken off a significant amount of money under the table, clearly by Rock Nation, to push their line. Like, how is that not transparent as fuck to motherfuckers? You are being paid to look independent because that's marketable and that resonates with today's audience because
I feel like since Russ has fallen off and he took the fucking bait and now he's working with Rock Nation, I think Cole is like, you know what? That was an excellent fucking lane he had and he should have kept that shit going. We're gonna basically copy that wave. Not copy it, but we're gonna we're gonna do something similar, make it more accessible to the people, not fucking streaming and shit like that. This is a smart idea, selling CDs like old school days, like that's nostalgia. But it takes a lot of work. You're gonna need a huge team to do that shit.
DIY and out the trunk is cool in 2026 standards, but you're not really doing that. You're actually doing major corporate mergers with the machine, taking several $1 million deals to endorse products that are putting money in their pockets and going against the whole entire direct to consumer model that you claim to be championing.
He's not wrong.
I do understand what you're saying, and I do respect that viewpoint.
Lush
But I
is like
also
a,
feel
like I said, he's like
it's
a
just one of those
child,
things. I'm
bro,
gonna say this, and
or
I'm
an old ass man.
upset by this. What do you want the rapper to do? What
Stick
do
by
you
his
want
word.
the musician to do? Because, like,
Stick
I
by
think
his
one
word.
of
We
the big
wouldn't care
things
if he
that-
was signed. I was because y'all, we wouldn't care if he was signed if he didn't make that his whole premise. I don't care if you want to nigga move your whole family out the hood and you don't want to do the independent route. Just don't preach that shit then.
But so many artists are getting fucked. Like even right now,
Then don't
academics
do
is
it.
breaking
Then
down
don't
the whole
promote that
He
shit,
Spotify
nigga.
himself. He
revenue
signed.
share thing. And it's not just the hip hop guys that have to like pretend to be like a hustler from the 90s pushing it out the trunk. It's other artists too in genres that
sure.
we don't know about and
For
or
sure.
care about that are also getting fucked. So it's like the music industry is all about bending the artists over. We've all known that. So artists are just trying to like,
Then preach, sign, but just make sure you get a good deal.
And the
Don't-
thing is, like,
with stuff with like J. Cole, I'm thinking, and this could be lofty optimism. What if because he recently went independent and yes, he has a distribution deal, he's starting to do acts like this because he really wants to push his true consumer towards like his website where they could do some proud to pay shit and the money actually just goes to Cole rather than having to bust it down with whatever conglomerate.
sounds
That
good,
is
but like
exactly
it
what
just is
Lush
so
was just
easy
saying.
from a marketing
Oh shit, my fault. But that's exactly what Lush was just saying.
perspective. If you work at whatever organization is benefiting off of Cole's success, whether it be a record label, because let's be honest, anybody that knows anything knows that record labels are not selling music right now. They're in the data brokering business. Record labels are accumulating data and are selling it. And if people don't know that, do your fucking research. 100%. That is their number one market share.
What is it,
That
sound
is
capture or something like that? Or
No, no, no,
sound-
no, no, no. Like
but
what-
that's relatively new with the whole data leveraging thing, where they can find out where the consumer is and all that stuff. That's like relatively new.
Well,
right?
it's not. Is they have access to the data that major corporations, aka advertisers, want.
Yeah.
That's who's actually that's where they're making their money is off
And
of the
nah,
ad.
it's not relatively new.
It's not.
We're finding out relatively new.
Yeah.
That type of shit been going on.
Because
since the within the first 5 years of us going from CDs to streaming, this has been a thing.
where do artists make most of their money nowadays? You guys know, right? Where do artists make most of their money nadays?
Shows, right?
Yes,
There's gonna be shows.
live
Shows,
performances
hell yeah, live
by a
performances.
significant margin. By
And features.
well,
Shows
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
features, but mainly tours.
Yeah, like if you're looking at like Nicki Minaj, gross $150 million, it's based on their tours, right? Now, unless you're signed a 360 deal and your label really has three knuckles deep in your asshole, you're actually able to take home the majority of the gross that you make from a tour. That's why 360 deals are what they are. Now, with the industry losing more and more of their biggest revenue streams, they had to find another way to make money. what did they do? They went into data brokering. And how are they doing that? They're doing it through streaming platforms, okay? Like this, I'm not wearing a tinfoil hat.
you're
This
not
is
at
all
But
readily
that's-
available
that's
information.
Any popular form of like
Media
or whatever.
Media, correct.
Like you're going to be selling ad space. That's what everyone is into.
No,
That's
no,
how
of
we're
course,
able to
of
sit here
course.
on YouTube and people make money from this. But like
That's not the
even-
point.
Let's be real though. Let's even be real with rapping. What is rapping? Like making any kind of music is primarily a marketing scheme.
Right, but the point is, so
you're saying that the marketers should be mad at the bigger marketers for taking advantage of their fan base so they can like it's all usury. Everyone's getting used.
You gotta let 'em
I'm
land.
saying that what J.
But
Cole,
you gotta land faster.
yeah, what J. Cole is doing with this tour is clearly just a very useful marketing strategy. He seems like an independent guy. He's not flashy. He doesn't wear jewelry. Let's make him appeal to the everyday man. Oh, he came up selling his CDs in a college campus. Boom. This is the only way to even make a fucking dent in a world controlled by things that people don't give a fuck about relating to hip hop culture other than beefs.
Why do we hate on that so much though now when
We're not hating on
that's
it.
a big aspect of hip hop is like honoring the hustler. Like rappers have always been pretending to be something that they're not, right? Like, oh, I was a big dope dealer in my neighborhood. No, you were the dude who could rap about what the dope dealers were
It's
doing.
a cool marketing
Oh,
strategy.
You're the biggest
I'm not mad
gangster.
at this.
It's
But
a cool,
I'm just saying,
it's a cool
I'm just
marketing
saying,
strategy.
when do
It
we
just looks
stop, like,
extra.
honoring the hustler and their ability to pull a marketing campaign out of their fucking ass.
No, you're right, but I just see through it a little extra much because I'm somebody that's actually done this for the entirety of my career. And the fact that now it's being used as a way to quantify cool points is just kind of like
I
see
get
through
that
to me.
too.
I just
I
see
get it.
through it. That's it. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I think it's a cool thing for people to aspire to. But it also, what it really shows, and this is my main point, is there's blood in the water.
Yeah,
The
and
fucking
you gotta
industry is
know-
crumbling.
Yeah, because you gotta know that, like I have said before, a lot of niggas dedicated their lives to just being out the trunk. Niggas had deals on the table, didn't want to take them, didn't want to compromise theyself and change their music, so they did it out the trunk until they couldn't no more. And then my boy, after millions of records, I'm about to go back out the trunk.
And I understand.
get it, do
I
your
understand
thing,
the
but,
point
you know,
you
I'm
guys
not
are
mad at
making.
it.
But this
Not
is
mad
my
at it.
thing when I because we've been talking about this a lot, and I know we got to wrap up.
I think
about
it's
hip-hop is dying
like
blood
this
in the
dude
water.
was trying to say, like
What I
he's
see-
bringing
No,
it
I
back
said the
to
industry's dying.
The industry.
hip
When
hop.
I'm seeing like good moments for hip
Because the
hop, I
streaming
feel like
shit
we
is
just
fake. Too many
bypass them so
people
easily or critique them and stuff like that.
buying
Like the whole
streams.
Russell thing, and even this, like this is a good feel good hip hop moment that we should be celebrating, but instead we're kind of like nitpicking at it, which is fair. You know, this is some high level conversation from you guys knowing as being independent artists who had to move units on your own. For sure, I do appreciate the game that you guys are spilling, but it seems like we just kind of like, fuck. It's like, oh, this shit is fake. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No,
like
that
versus
shit
like,
cool, do your thing, but it's like you said, niggas see through that shit.
It's just like, especially like, I fuck with
my
Cole.
thing
I'm a
is
huge.
two things can be true. For
It is. It totally is.
That's my saying, bro. Two things can be
Two
true.
things can be true.
At the same time, bro.
And I'm a huge champion of J. Cole. I love J. Cole, and he has got about 90% of his style from a dude named Blue, who's from Los Angeles.
Oh, Blue.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
fire.
okay.
Yeah.
So, you know, like I have a very different nuance when it comes to looking at J. Cole's entire trajectory.
Yeah.
And although to me, I prefer Cole to the other.
Hey, yo, I'm just thinking, Lush gets a hold of J. Cole. You ain't really hip hop, my guy.
Nah.
Push him up against the wall. You
Nah.
think you fucking died for this shit?
Nah, that's funny as shit.
Oh,
Nah,
God.
J. Cole shit
Oh,
like-
God, Lush,
I
I
fuck with J.
I
Cole.
was just bodying
What
that
people
nigga.
lives do.
No, for sure.
I miss.
That's
I
that
have a
funny
crazy.
mental image
It's
though,
so
in my
good.
head. That was so
Here's
fucking
I had
funny,
one.
bro.
Here's my one interaction with Jake. Actually, I have like two or three, but my one, like my most notable interaction with J. Cole was I was going to a little function at Drake's crib, and this fool J. Cole was outside shooting hoop by himself. You feel me? And there's like a gang of girls there and all kinds of shit. At the time, I was like, "Oh, what the fuck is wrong with J.
There weren't
Cole?"
even like chicks just watching him hoop solo.
No, he was by himself. He was by himself hooping, and I was like in my head judging him. I was like, "Oh, this fool's a fucking loser."
Bro, I wanna
But
so bad.
but looking back, I totally get why you were fucking doing that, J. Cole, and I respect it. I get why you were shooting hoop by yourself.
He was probably going. You know what it was? He's probably trying to go through one of them things.
Man, he probably fucked half those girls back there anyway.
He was cheating
You
on
feel
his
me?
wife
Like,
so crazy. Like a few weeks ago, he was like, you know what? I'm at Drake's crib. I know she thinks I'm a wild out. I'm gonna just play some hoop.
my partner's just going down.
Chill out. Because I'm really trying to take down about 3 of these bitches.
This fool,
But I'm gonna chill today.
bro, this full disaster going down the water slide with 3 bitches simultaneously. J. Cole playing hoop by himself. I'm like, yo, J. Cole, bro, get it together. But now I'm like,
Oh, that's crazy.
now as a 44-year-old man, I get it, Jake. You should have been in. You should have been on the water slide too, J. Cole.
You should have been on the water slide too.
Sacrifice some cooch. You be like, I'm not gonna hit this one. You know what I'm saying? And then you try to go back home like, I was good, and she's still getting on you about that old shit, and you like, man, I should have hit that.
Maybe he was sad because one of the girls
got
was.
that extra cooch. You feel me?
Maybe one of them was from Fayetteville.
And one more won't hurt.
One more won't hurt.
Won't hurt.
One more.
Damn, bro. All the cooch I passed up on trying to be a good dude, I wish I hit, bro.
I ain't even gonna lie. Like me and like the other homies, like, we were all like, loser. You see this fucking look, Jake, what the fuck's wrong with this guy?
Yo, let's get into these super chats.
I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, what the fuck's wrong with this fool?
Should we just play the Tommy Guns video just because it's funny? Should we just show the people? I don't think we need any cogent analysis on what's happening in this video.
Tommy's on.
People trying to get on his head too hard. Bro.
Okay, so
Wait, why are people getting on his head? This was funny as fuck.
so Tommy's on. He's
I
on.
thought this was hilarious.
He on
because
tour
the
with
dude
Bravo.
popped it at him first, right?
He on
He
tour-
said, "Oh, this fool's trying to get at me, but he's with his kid. Like, look at this piece of shit."
Yeah, he
I
on
thought
tour.
that was funny, bro.
He on tour with Bravo in
Have
Washington,
you know he?
which is like very ballsy move, regardless,
Too much
like,
cha-cha-cha.
and respectable move because.
What, like on the gang shit, this is not.
Well, yeah, like that's like the main spot where you're gonna run into like people that don't fuck with you, like if you're Tommy Guns, and people that like, and you'll have less of the people that do fuck with you.
Y'all know
So-
me. I'm not even tapped into the gang shit. I just thought this
They
was
say he a
fucking
bulldog, not a Norteño.
Oh, this fool a bulldog? And oh shit, okay. I mean, yeah. Bulldogs are there. They
You know,
own
look-
shit for real. You feel me? But I guess he was in Washington, right? Or am I bugging? Yeah, he was in I don't know what a bulldog doing up there, but I guess there's bulldogs up there too. You run into I thought it was a Norte this whole time. You run into bro up there. I guess dude banged on him outside with his kid. Tommy wound up following him into the shop.
What's good,
with
Crimson? What's
his,
good, my boy?
With his phone on, and he's like, "Hey, look at this
Just
fucking
got out
piece
of work,
shit."
stopping by
Dude
before I
fucking,
crash out.
trying to get cracking.
I hear
Trying
you,
to
me
get
boy. I
cracking,
hear you.
Then Tommy said, "What's up, there, bro?"
I ain't gonna lie though, Ricky, the dude in the Fakka black hoodie and with the teacup, I hate that dude. That dude, he's like, he got the worst fucking opinions, bro.
Up, and then
They bring it down this
Yeah.
show with all the
Yeah.
new fucking.
Yeah.
So fucking. But
These
hey,
new
he didn't do
motherfuckers.
shit to him though too, which I thought was like, you know, honorable type shit. You know. What
oh,
I'm saying?
okay, no, you ain't Hartful. Shouts to you and Hartful said he's.
I think he might have like put hands on
Bro,
Oh, he put hands on him in front of his
be
kid?
all-
Oh, wow.
that,
Tommy doesn't seem like that kind
He,
of guy.
bro, he ran. He
Dumbass
asked you at that point. He
opinion.
squared up.
I don't know why I
square
still
up,
watch
he
this
asked
shit for
you,
Lush,
like,
really,
at
bro.
that point,
Lush
like,
is
for
still
sure.
funny as hell, and Sus
Take
Sus
your
is funny too.
volume on. But this fool, you and Hartful said you could hear him say
That
I didn't catch that.
bro, how you
Yeah.
let
Piece of shit ass food.
some big
Trying to hit me over your
motherfucker
kids,
bone
like,
your wife on
you're
camera and
all
then you
bad,
get
boy,
fucked
you're
up by
all
the
bad
same big
You're all bad
motherfucker
way.
on camera?
Straight up.
I ain't
Hey,
gonna
kid
lie.
right there, too, nigga.
After that
Water sauce, I
nigga,
fix another game. You know what's
he
up,
marked
baby?
out forever. He could never
What's
sound
up, brother?
tough.
I might. Let me hear it again.
I think that's why he's talking so much about. I think that's why he's talking so much about boxing now, cause he's trying to get his get back. He's trying to learn how to fight.
Look at this piece of shit ass food. Trying to hit me up with your kids way.
Oh, he did say
You're all bad food.
yeah.
You're all bad
He
way.
did.
You're all
First
bad
thing
way.
out his mouth.
Straight up. And your kids right there too, niggas. Water sauce, I fix another game. You know what's up, baby? What's up, run up?
All right, kids. Well, this is your, you know,
I'm on Tommy's side.
that
this is your once a week.
my son
no
didn't
jumper
swing not
PSA
once.
to do
That
not
sounds
gangbang,
scary.
'cause you might run into your ops with your kid, and that's not a good look. All right, let's get in these super chats.
Yeah,
get sus
he
outta
did,
here.
but that is correct. Like, and I think a lot of people are misspreading the narrative because he literally did say bulldog, and I never caught that until the homie.
But I was playing this
You wanna
fucking
knock this
racing
out,
game
Lex?
all
Jay
day today. I'm
Anderson,
just tired as fuck. I'm waiting
R5s.
for my
Thank you for
food,
becoming a
and I'm
member.
gonna knock out. Well, I'm gonna eat my food, then
Hi,
knock
I'm
out.
Lando. You've been a member for 9 of them things. This ain't no jumper sports unless Lush getting it tatted on his head. Shouts to Big Ski. You feel me? Joe Mac too. Shout out Ricky for shout out to Big Ski. He got no jumper sports tatted on his head. You feel me? Joe
No
Mac too.
jumper sports
Shout
on
out
his head?
Ricky for acknowledging my
Dope ass
Texans
hat though.
greatness. We should
What
have been in the Super Bowl, but CJ
the one
is
Ricky's
a meth
rocking?
addict in the
That
clutch,
shit, he been
and
wearing
we
that shit like
need-
for 10 weeks straight. So he's like,
and we need
for 10
more
days straight.
weapons. All right. It's Ra.
Oh,
it's
thank you,
Rollo
thank you. I
with
appreciate
the
you.
20
I had
piece.
this one for a minute, bro.
I don't
I
do
ain't gonna lie.
super chats.
I gotta go
West Side,
shopping, man. I
Ricky
just
need to
haven't
calm
been
down.
shopping in a minute
Bad
because,
Bunny
you know,
made impact
cold
for
ass weather,
music
bro.
with meanings. Justin is in his own depression, low-key lane, while Bad Bunny is sending messages. All right. Cranium reviews.
But yeah, I gotta
with
go
5.
shopping.
Lush
I'm gonna say
leading
10 days.
the squad like 2016
10 weeks is
Warriors.
OD.
Call my boy Nick Kirk. Oh, chill, bro.
I'm fried, Tito.
Chill.
Yo, he got you.
No, he didn't.
Yo, he got you.
What did he say? He said it?
Justin is in his own depression, low-key lane, while Bad Bunny is sending messages. All right. Cranium reviews with the 5. Lush leading the squad like 2016 Warriors. Call my boy Nick Kirk. Oh, chill, bro.
Nah. Like, bro, half these dudes are like in their mid-40s, man. Like, come on now. I'm weak. This man, he still got caught saying Nick Ha. But with the ER on me, boy. Nah, I know. It's still hilarious to watch, bro. I grew up on No Jumper, I ain't gonna lie. I grew up watching this shit when XXX popped on the scene and shit like that.
No, you didn't. This close.
And I ain't gonna lie, I still fuck with No Jumper. It's just the new acts, bro. The new acts is terrible.
Almost.
Holy shit, 'cause it's
Almost.
He got you, bro.
Got him, coach. Got him, coach.
Nice.
But they definitely got him.
Try Cranium
They
reviews.
definitely got him.
Shout out Double R and Young Sus. Nick
Uncle?
K-Word. About
Oh,
to
yeah.
get another ring. Jeez.
Shit,
All right.
know.
Weekend. Fucking AKA Ricky's.
For real though, peak interviews.
Favorite
For real,
champion.
man. When he had the underground, when No Jumper had the
6
underground
years.
on a lot.
Before him, J-Lo had more views.
But it's still funny, bro. I'm waiting for Brick Baby to come home.
Just hating.
That nigga was
I
hilarious.
looked it up. When I looked it up on
Fucking.
the list, the weekend was the
What?
4th most viewed performance. So I think this.
But it
person's
still might
Yeah,
could have
so-
gone down, player.
I think this person's capping.
SBX
Let's go ahead
ski
and-
screen.
Live from the deck.
Yeah,
Bad
that
Bunny
dude
is
that
the biggest
says
artist on the
Custer, the
planet.
one dude
The
that be
US will
fighting
always
everyone,
need
the
these
old
kind
head
of
with the
looks,
dress.
and I'm not even.
Yeah, like I
I
said,
mean, it's either him.
Brick
or Drake.
Baby's the old
Him,
head with the
Drake,
dreads. I
Taylor
think we
Swift.
talk
I don't
about,
know
and
another
then
artist that could even be in that conversation.
Crip Mac
Tone
is the
Bro.
one that
Shout out to
says
Bad
Custer.
Bunny for
Them
including
niggas is
so
both
many
locked up. I'm waiting for them to
Afro-Latinos
come home, man.
in the performances. The message was unity.
This
He
dude
cooked
Ricky, he's new,
good
but he's
show
corny as
segment,
fuck.
bro. Shouts to Tone
And
Bro.
then
And
the
that
other
is battle
shorty
rap Tone
Tam,
Bro,
she's
double
new
shouts
and
to
she's kind of corny as
Young
fuck.
and Rob 23.
Yeah,
been a
Crip
member
Mac
for
was
10
hilarious, bro.
months.
He's supposed to be
Tom Brady
home.
bought a
He's
house
supposed to
in
have
Vegas
came
'cause
home,
he's
but
part owner of the team.
he
Yes,
came. They let him out of the feds, bro. They let Crip Mac out of the feds, and he thought he was gonna come home. But right when they let him out the feds, the state picked him up right afterwards, bro. They planned the whole meeting, a whole pickup, everything. Like, you remember Lupe, the Spanish shorty? Bro, they fucking drove up to the fucking prison to pick him up and all that shit. Made a video and all that. Just to find out that the state came and picked him up. Picked him up right out of the feds. So that nigga's locked up again. We don't know for how long, bro. But he should be coming home soon.
I realized that, motherfucker, but we were
That
still
shit's
excited
OD.
at first. Gangster Croc. All right, y'all ready? With the 5-piece. Cuz, shout out the No Jumper Crew Monday. Cuz, flip phone Ricky. Cuz, what does Jake Paul criticizing Cad Cunny got to do with Anthony Joshua? Cuz,
Because he knocked his ass out, fucked up his brain.
you know what? Gangster Croc fucked up big time. How did you allow there to be a K in Jake Paul's
Come
name.
on, bro.
You should have fucking done something
We
about that, brother.
And honestly, I can
this
admit
nigga
when
love
I'm wrong.
stupid.
The Weeknd's performance is not even in the top 10 most viewed Super Bowl halftime shows.
I told you, I
So
don't even
I'm a
remember that
fucking
shit.
idiot. And Michael Jackson is still.
I don't even remember the Weekend's fucking halftime. That's why I was like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? Weekend was the fucking #1 halftime. You bugging.
Sitting at third.
You're just a weekend ass fool.
Yeah, you're a
You just
weekend ass
love
fool,
The
and if we're
Weeknd,
being
that's it.
honest, like it goes like this to me: Prince, Dr. Dre, MJ, Bad Bunny.
Wait, you said Prince?
Can you believe all the
I didn't see Michael Jackson's either,
Oh,
but I'm pretty
hard.
sure that should have
When
been
the wedding
fucking
really
fire.
occurred, was a
So
real
I would say
I gotta go watch this.
Dr.
Yeah.
Dre, Bad Bunny, Michael Jackson.
Let's not,
Because
bro.
Dr. Dre brought out
Did
50
that
Cent,
not-
and I fuck
it
with
was
50 Cent.
so damn,
Oh, and
like,
Janet Jackson. We
I
can't
thought it
forget
was
about
hot.
Janet
I didn't even
Jackson.
believe
Nipple
I was
slip.
watching,
Come
like,
on, that was the
it
number
good.
one. That was the
Good. I'm
all-time
saying,
best
bro, it
Super
was
Bowl.
good, for sure, it was good.
Janet
Even
Jackson's
people
nipple
calling
slip.
out
Come on
the
now.
pre-recorded part. They were like,
Yeah. There's pre-recorded elements that
I remember I was a
that's
kid,
not new, by the
nigga. Me
way.
and my
Just
older
saying.
brother, we was like, did that just happen?
Yeah. With that being said, shouts to
Yo, that was
Also
crazy.
Rich Mitch for being a member for 9 months. With that being said, shouts to Stevie on the boards. You feel me? Keeping it fly at all times. Almighty Suspect. Ricky Rock.
That was back then when it was just me and my brother watching Super Bowl. I remember those days, man. In my grandma's crib. What the fuck just happened?
10 people are dead, 25 are injured
Oh my
after
god,
a
what the fuck? 10 people dead, 25 injured after a mass school shooting. Oh yeah, this the transgender dude. Bro, how they try to label this person, what they said? They said, gun person. Instead of saying gunman, they called this motherfucker gun person. Like, what?
mass school
Yo, and then
shooting.
they said woman with a dress. Woman wearing a dress. Yo, bro, these people is the Google.
In Tumbler Ridge, Canada. Police have identified the shooter, but will not release details at this time for, quote, privacy reasons. So since then, they have actually released details about who this person is. It's apparently some sort of trans person. Obviously, people are
Switch
going
OD,
off. And, you know, as
hold
soon
on,
as
careful what
if
you say
one
on this,
trans
man. It
person
might
does
be against
something
CLS.
wrong,
Switch
that
OD
means
about
all
that for real.
trans people do something
I ain't
wrong.
worried about
We
it.
all know this, right?
I
So,
ain't
like,
tripping.
yeah, one of them fucks up.
I know the guy, like, I know I can't fucking talk too much about them and shit, but once again, this is my religious belief. I'm a Christian. So, you gonna ban me for my religious beliefs? Fuck out of here, Twitch. Get the fuck out of here. I'll sue you.
They all fucked up. So this is,
What you talking
basically all of the trans people went on this school shooting.
So you can't be a Christian man on
basically,
Twitch?
10 people got
Nah,
killed.
we
This
taking
is in
this shit to
Canada,
court,
too.
my
It's not
boys.
even
Fuck
in
is you
America.
talking about?
It's
Taking
in
this shit to
Canada.
court.
And it's just insane. The gunman has been identified as a trans biological
fucking around.
male, Jesse Strang, and this apparently does seem to be the case. It is true. And this is, I guess, a photo of this person. Suspected shooter in the Detler Tumbler Ridge secondary school shot. Secondary school, isn't that like 13 to like 11 to
This is
14,
the
right?
fuck I this
Like,
is
'cause
the
I don't
woman
know-
in the
I don't
dress
know how
right
it
here.
is in Canada, right?
Holy
But I
shit,
know
that's
that in
crazy they
secondary
saying that,
school
bro.
here, that's like
This
middle
was in
school,
Canada,
isn't it?
right? This was in Canada, I believe, right? Holy shit, Canada got they shit all wrong, bro. Calling this a woman in a dress is crazy.
Yeah, I think, right?
That should be a
Or,
spit
I mean,
to
is
all
it high
women.
school? I have no idea. Oh, it's high school, so it's like 14 to 18. Okay. And so, yeah, wow. And so there's at least 10 dead. Holy shit. And this is the person 17 years old, went on this shooting rampage. 17-year-old transsexual Jesse Strang has been identified as the Tumbler Ridge secondary school shooter. Holy fucking shit. And there have been, I do think this is also crazy that it's a Redditor
Twitch
that has
loves
posted
protecting
videos
weirdos,
of being
for real, though.
violent, and on top of that,
And it's getting worse, bro. It's really getting fucking worse because now that Europe and England and all these fucking places are attacking freedom of speech, all these fucking big corporations like YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, all these places is gonna start folding slowly because these motherfuckers is gonna start implementing like bans and fucking shit like that to stop the freedom of speech from getting out there. And it's fucked up. We're gonna be the last of the fucking Mohegans, my nigga. We're gonna be the last of the Mohegans out here, bro. We're gonna be the last ones fucking fighting for freedom of speech. Shit is bananas.
They also have posted videos of them shooting things. So this is like basically every
Kick ain't any better
stereotype.
either
And
way.
I've tried to tell people, I've
They
tried to
all gonna
say
start getting. They're gonna
over and
fold.
over
They're gonna
and
start
over,
folding
we have to
because
get on top of these people.
you gotta think about it. These corporations are literally funded through commercials and ads. So if these motherfuckers start banning people from whole regions like Europe, Canada, whatever the fuck, if they start banning us from those regions, we're gonna make a lot less money through advertisement, and then the fucking big corporations is gonna end up folding and start pushing their shit only. And needing to do ID or Facebook, that shit is bananas, bro. For Discord, like you gotta put your trust in Discord, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, it's a good thing for the kids. It's a good thing for the kids to protect our youth because kids should not be on fucking Discord and shit like that. But at the same time, you couldn't find a better way of doing this shit, bro. Yeah, they couldn't find a better way of doing this shit though. Like, they gotta impede in our privacy now. They gotta have to. They need to know our fucking government. That shit is crazy.
These weirdos that are like advocating for violence, that are talking about shooting people on the internet, everything like that. We've got to get on top of them, man. And if you don't get on top of them, they're going to go out on these shooting
My
rampages.
food
But
is about
here's
to
what I
be here
think the
though, so I
problem
gotta go
is.
downstairs.
I think that a lot of people on the internet are afraid to call this out whenever a trans person is doing it because they're afraid of assigning a mental illness to a trans person because they think that there's a lot of transphobia that
Discord
comes
selling
as a
info
result
to
of
AI.
a person being
Nigga, I
assigned a
believe
mental
it.
illness as
That
being
nigga
trans. So
that's
basically,
big money,
they're
bro.
overcorrecting and
That shit is big money. The fraud, the fraud system is a multi-billionaire system, bro. Like people's s- think about all the information. If they get a million people's information and they sell each and everybody's information for, let's say, 50 cents, they just made $500,000, bro. Like for 50 cent ID, they made $500,000, bro. Like that shit is the easiest way to make money, and they gonna use this shit to fucking obviously fucking make money, bro. They ain't stupid.
they are intentionally misunderstanding the situation and misappropriating the situation because they're
I mean,
afraid of
anybody with
their
half a brain would
language or
fucking do
what they're
it if
saying
it's
to
easy
be
to fucking get the money.
weaponized by people that they verbally or they
Apparently,
politically
there are only
disagree
one
with, right?
company in
It's
America that
basically
makes
like political
GPUs now, man,
correctness, right?
and they
So
make the
they don't want to
GPUs for
say that
companies that build AI
they don't want to say
technology.
that this is a
Yes,
trans person that
that is why GPU's been so hard to get and come by, and not only that, SSDs is now becoming hard to come by because if you pay attention to what they talk about with AI, they're talking about they need shit tons of memory in order to run AI. So that is why fucking memory components for PCs are going skyrocketing like through the roof because how the fuck are we gonna be able to afford? Yeah, how the fuck are we gonna be able to feed this fucking machine of AI and be able to keep the prices down? I'll be right back, bro. I gotta go pick up my food. Yes. Going to China to build your PC cheap? I feel you, me boy. I'm going to China soon. Yep, they about to start building AI into the computers. Google already has an AI system that tracks your information and login. His AI shit is getting out of control, me boy. But I'm going to China soon, me boy. You'll probably make a live stream out there. Either live stream or YouTube video. Most definitely gonna be looking at tech out there too. I want to see what kind of tech they got. I'm just moving this fucking wheel. Yeah, I'm gonna make a YouTube video most likely, yeah. Just be able to save it. But yeah, me boy, I can't wait to go out there. That in Puerto Rico. I want to go to Puerto Rico. I haven't been there since I was a kid, bro. Let me put this on the floor so I don't drop it again. I already dropped my fucking wheel, bro. She got a big ass.
Like is
my
mentally
shorty's
ill
on
or
the
there's
phone,
something
so
wrong with them, because they're trying to like overcorrect from the people that say that all trans people are mentally ill and all trans people have something wrong with them, right? And so the problem is that you are not addressing and looking at things based off of what they are. You're looking at them based off of what you want them to be or what somebody else says they are or what you're trying to recalibrate the world into. But at the end of the day, you are misunderstanding the situation on purpose. That's it. Most of them mental illness. I don't listen. I have no problem with trans people. I've said this 1,000 times, but I do think that obviously, like, you know, it's.
I haven't had crown fried chicken in a minute.
It has nothing to do with them being trans. It's just them being crazy. So I don't think there's really a lot of complication here. Every person who supported them
I saw
being
that
trans
shit
is
in
underage,
Uber. I was
so it
like,
should be
nah,
jailed.
I gotta get this shit to
I mean,
try.
this is a huge issue, right? I mean, it's a massive issue whenever you have people. And there's also, I think that there's a false consensus on the internet, even between trans people, that trans people who are very underage, and by very underage, I mean people that are like under, like I'd say 15 or so, you know, under 13 especially, under 12 or before puberty, like 100%, right? A lot of trans people, I think, also object to the idea of transing children, but the reason why I think a lot of them aren't outspoken about it is because if they are, then they're getting hit from both sides, right? So you're still going to get all the people that think that you're, you know, oh, you're still a man, you're still a woman, you know, you can't be this other gender, you're disgusting. And so you're still going to have all the
but
people
yeah,
that
Fox
hate
me,
you.
boy. I know
And
you
then
heard
you're
that.
also now going to have your only community
Crispy
that was
ass
on your
chicken.
side now also hate you.
And
because
cheese
you've gone
fries. I
against
haven't
the
had
group
cheese
thing,
fries in a
right?
minute.
So like that's why I think a lot of trans people aren't speaking out against like underage
they put the cheese in a
transitioning
cup.
and things like that.
They didn't even
It's
pour it on
because
it.
of the peer pressure from it. Now, I'm not saying all of them, but I'm saying that I think this is an existing, you know, like an existing pressure that they feel. And it's just what I've observed, right? I mean, I'm not trans, I have no idea, but like, I'm just, you know, saying like, okay, this is what logically makes sense. This is why a lot of them aren't saying that. And they'll show up to vote against it. Well, maybe, right? I don't know. And so, Patronicus, thanks for the gifted subs.
The fries is type mid.
And so, yeah,
Fries is
they're
type
on
meat.
top of being outcast
I mean, it
from
ain't
their peers.
super
Yes,
soggy,
100%, right? That's fine, but,
but they
we need to
ain't
make all
like
this shit
crunchy
illegal.
though.
Well, the problem, I agree with you, but I mean, this is also like this is in Canada, right? So in America, so this
But they ain't
is the
soggy,
person
I give it
who, this is the person who made this comment, right? And so it got Jess Uwu with Hatsune Miku as a profile picture. Uh-oh.
I see what
So
you mean. I see what you
people
mean.
think
Yeah.
this is who the person is.
They
I
smart
have
for
no
that.
idea.
Actually, you're right. They kept it separate.
I'm trans male to female. I'm pre-HRT 15 years old.
Maybe.
And I've been viewing a lot of anime-related content recently, and I was never into it before. The characters are always so cute. I don't want to be 2D or anything like the characters themselves, But whenever it comes to body shape and stuff, I often find myself comparing to their
I'm about to
semi-unrealistic
sleep.
yet still physically
I gotta work
possible
at
shape.
10. I'm gonna
Specifically,
chime in
whenever it
tomorrow
comes to
for sure.
height,
For sure. I
BMI, and
appreciate it,
obviously their
Brody. You already,
testicles.
you welcome
I'm super
anytime, me
skinny,
boy.
so that
Real
sometimes makes me feel
fuck, I
kind of
support
good.
it.
But
I
I'm
fuck with
also
you heavy, bro.
pre-HRT and my expectations are minimal for chest growth, and I'm 6 feet tall.
Safety, Brody.
Why can't I be petite and small? I hate to tell you this, buddy, but women are sometimes 6 feet tall too. Like, that's what happens. Yeah, that's the way it is. Like, you can't, listen, you don't have a character creator in life, okay? If you did, why the hell do you think anybody decide to be 5 feet tall, right? If it's a guy. Like, nobody, you just RNG'd
Facts.
into
I
it.
didn't
Like,
even.
that's the way it is.
I didn't know they
Like,
removed
there's
that. They
women
removed
that are
that
6
shit.
feet tall. There's women that aren't.
Man,
Like,
that's crazy.
I mean, you have these, like, small, you know, cute little girls, and then you have really hot, you know, in my opinion, like, you know, if you have a college volleyball player or something like that, a lot of them are really fucking hot. So, like, I don't think that there's really, like, I mean, do you want steak or ice cream? Well, both of them are really good, even though they're very different. So, like, really, I think that the more that you try to wish that you were a different type of person than you were, the more you're going to hate yourself, right? And so
Yeah, I
that's it.
remember that shit.
And,
I didn't know they
yeah,
took that away.
I'm not going to get it. Look,
That's
I'm
dumb of them
not
for
trying
them to take
get
that
it.
away.
It depends. I don't want to make anybody feel, as long as they're not fat, you know what I mean? That's what matters. But anyway, so
Either way,
Max,
it's the thought that counts, me boy. I appreciate it, heavy. Real talk. I already know you was a real one.
Canada, they protect this. So yeah, I mean, that's it. Why don't people want to be Joseph Joestar? I mean, I think a lot of guys do. Like, listen, I guarantee you that if you looked at the amount of guys after somebody watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you know, with like fucking, you know, seasons 1 through 4, or 3 or whenever it was, right, into Stardust Crusaders, and then how many of those guys went to the gym after that? I think there would be a sizable percentage. I absolutely do. And I think that's the difference, right, is it's that mindset where it's like, okay, well, you know, if I think this is the way I'm supposed to look, you know, there's a way for you to look this way. Now, obviously, like, I mean, like for me, for example, right, I mean, I'm a very tall guy, but I'm also extremely naturally skinny. Like, my wrists are very small. Like, I'm a naturally very thin person. And so, like, being a big, bulky guy.
You don't fuck with Aspen? Aspen be saying some base shit, but I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes he be saying some crazy shit too. Sometimes he be having some crazy shit too. He dirty as hell, man. You gotta look past that, bro. You gotta look past that. I look at it as he's a man who doesn't change. Clothes or lifestyle. He's a man who would never change. Clothes or his lifestyle. You see the live stream, dude? He did of his house. Yeah, that shit was disgusting. I ain't gonna. That shit was disgusting. Holy. And you see how Emerald, bro, she cute as fuck, but how the fuck she was so comfortable in that place, bro? I was like, yo, there's no way she's that thirsty for homie's attention. He's proud of it too, man. No lie, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, I give it to him, man. I give it to him. At least we could know he's not a fraudster. He's been the same since I first met him. Not even meet him, but since I first started watching. Never changed.
That's also just probably not something that's good for my body. But, you know, again, like, that doesn't mean you can't, you know, have other things about yourself that look certain good ways.
Nah, but his
too,
house
right?
is gross.
You're
I
just
ain't gonna.
petite. Yes, in a way, right? I'm 140
But I still fuck with his ideas.
So,
Sometimes
well,
he be
here's
saying
the
some
problem,
base shit.
right? Is somebody posted this photo of me, and
Yup.
I want to talk about
Yup.
this photo.
I think that man probably has like 5 shirts in total. He probably wears some shits all year long. Not even. Probably like 2 shirts in total that he wears all year long, bro. Motherfucker got a closet full of white shirts. Nah. But no lie, this motherfucker is filthy rich, bro. That's the crazy part. This man is filthy fucking rich. And his closet is straight Hanes t-shirts. What's he got probably like Hanes t-shirt. Nah, that's too much. He probably got like 5 Hanes t-shirts hanging on the fucking in the closet. My son's rich as fuck, but he don't own not one fucking shirt that doesn't say Hanes on it, bro. I should cry. My son died. He just be buying a shirt every day, I bet.
This is a really, really big problem, okay? Where is it? Let me see.
Me,
Can I
I
find
was
it?
raised
I can't,
different,
I'm
bro. I
sorry.
ain't gonna lie. I get
Well,
that money,
anyway,
I'ma
it was a
blow that
photo
shit.
of me looking fat, okay? That's what matters.
I'm blowing
It was
that
a
shit
photo
on
of
hella
me
drip.
looking fat. And I totally, completely, absolutely had a crash out over this. And I just stopped eating food. I did. I stopped eating food. My stomach looked bigger than it was, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to have that happen.
My
so I
son
just
lives
stopped
like a
eating
Jew,
food.
for real.
And then it went away. It was problem solved. And so you look skinny fat. They're like, listen, here's my opinion. I think fat guys can look good. I do. I think that there's plenty of good-looking fat guys, and it's like a whole different perspective. But like, I think there's good-looking skinny guys, but there are no good-looking skinny fat guys. That is never, ever, ever, ever a possibility. It just doesn't exist, right? But like, there's plenty of bigger guys that are chubby chaser. No, I'm being honest. Like, I see there are plenty of girls that talk about how good-looking a guy is, and this guy's like 300 pounds, right? Like, I think it's about body shape and everything else, right? It's just that simple. So no good-looking short guys either. I disagree with that. Look at Tom Cruise. But anyway, you know, so people are going out
Look at Tom
and they're
Cruise.
looking at this. Never let your kids watch anime.
Yeah, I'm getting
Okay,
full
so
already.
number one, Matt Walsh is an idiot.
Maybe.
Okay, but he also like, if you look at an anime character and you think to yourself, I want to be that character. Okay, like, you either do it or, like, I mean, there are a lot of friends of mine that, like, you know, started working out because of, you know, Dragon Ball Z, right, or something like that. But other than that, no, I don't think so at all. That's just the way it is. So this person went out. Okay, so they went out and they shot out, I guess, 10 people, and this is who the person is. And what is this? Birthday. Oh my God. So this is 13. This is who it is. The individual in the quoted post below is not the shooter and is confirmed as shooter. He identified as transgender. Recent photo on the left. Age 14.
It is what it is.
Transition on the right. Oh man.
But fuck.
So
it is what it
this
is,
is
me
likely
boy.
his Reddit account. Check out my oldest son Jesse Strang YouTube channel. He posts about hunting,
this mashed potato do not look
self-reliance, and
fresh.
guns, and stuff he likes to do. And this is them. This
It
is
is what it is.
Man.
She got me weak. Rip Bozo.
The crazy thing is that, like, he's wearing a shirt, and it's something like, it's some shirt about like a massacre of all these wars. And it's like, bro, like, if you're, well, how do you wear a hoodie and then now you become
Rip
part of the
Bozo.
problem? Like, how do you do this? Like, now you're the problem. Like, what is this? I don't get it. He looks like an idiot. Yeah, he's a fucking idiot.
no
Of course
good,
he's a
you
fucking
hear-
idiot. Like, I mean, anybody that does this shit is out of their fucking mind.
Shit,
It's 100% him. I don't know if that's really it. Let me go back.
I mean, la
and,
shit.
I want to open this up off screen for an obvious reason. And let's see.
Yeah, I gotta
here,
stop
search
eating
through
like
Reddit
crap, me
data.
boy. Fucking sweating like a pig.
Okay, all this should be okay.
Hold on.
All right, yeah, that should be fine. Okay,
My
so this
blood-
is, and all of this
high
is
blood cholesterol.
unconfirmed, by the way. I want to make sure this is very clear. This is all unconfirmed at this current point. So don't go and listen to what I'm saying or talking about here and be like, oh my God, this is for sure it. But right now, somebody has a identifier, and it is confirmed. Yeah, but I don't know if this website is accurate. I don't know if this website is attributing things properly, and that's really it. And if you look at this person's username, right, the user has deleted their account. So this person, for some reason, I don't know how they
It was
deleted
good,
their
Josh.
account, what caused this to happen.
You got 5 platinums.
I'll read
What
you
games
some
you
of
platinum now?
the titles that they've had here, okay? So, could someone theoretically get the effects of a substance off of the addict's urine? I think the answer to that's yes, by the way. I think it's yes.
Well, you got
and so there's one
Dead
of them, right?
Space,
Reddit
whatever it's
did.
called.
And what is this weird red screen that pops up on mine and friends' phones whenever they're idols? Northwest Psychedelic Scam.
Bomber
Thing?
Crew.
So wait a
Never
minute.
heard of that
So
game.
this is a person
Bomber
that's
Crew.
doing drugs too. So this is an underage trans person who is also doing drugs, and the parents are giving this person a gun.
Rip Bozo. That is what we call Natural selection, me boy. I ain't gonna lie, the mental asylum system failed us all, bro. Those niggas failed us all, bro. We need to make them shits great again. Holy shit.
Oh, bro, like, I mean, what are we doing? What the hell is going on? Yeah, I mean, this is really bad. I mean,
Dead
really, I
Space
mean,
is
there
too
should be a
hard.
degree of accountability for this.
Damn.
Who the fuck does this? The parents are dead now? I don't know if they are or not. I have no idea.
What you
what
gotta do to
happened.
get it platinum? You
And
gotta
so
play
the hash and
hardcore?
other aspects make a stink. And so what's the danger on doing some sort of, I guess, DMT? This is another drug. And sertraline, this is SSRI. Man.
Yeah, I complete that shit in hardcore to get it
Jesus,
platinum.
I have a complete mental oh my god. Holy shit. Like, bro, like this kid is, oh man. Oh my god. Is this TOS? What about this is TOS? Like, I mean, it's just literally what happened. I mean, like, what the fuck? So
Yo, what's the danger in using 5-MeO DMT alone? Generally don't know, not trying to die. I do NN-DMT frequently and it seems to be completely safe for me. I am a sertraline 280 milligram. I on rare occasions take 2 milligram of risperidone for sleep purposes, antipsychotic. I also smoke a decent bit of marijuana. Oh no. Don't make marijuana look bad, please. I had a complete mental break on 3 grams of penniless, I don't even know, shroomies? When this happened, I was on fluoxetine. Bro, there's no way this man's taking all this fucking drugs. Holy shit, this man was on like 5 different drugs. Well, also, what? Let me read. Dead Space too hard. I have to beat the game with the beginning gun. Also, yeah, game plus hardcore. And give you different treats that take lots of damage. I'm doing it though. I'm almost done with Power Wash. Damn, son, you on a mission. I feel you though, I feel you. That's a nice little hobby. That's a nice little hobby.
So like I
Keep
actually
your
had
mind off shit.
anxiety and my doctor prescribed me sertraline and I took it a couple of times and I was like, oh, this didn't do anything. I took it and I was just like, yeah, I mean, I don't give a fuck. Like, it's a waste of my fucking time. And so
I ain't gonna lie, I'm
I
ending
didn't
my
deal with it.
subscription with
Stronger? I don't wanna
Microsoft.
take something that's gonna
For Xbox Game Pass, I'm ending that shit, bro, because that shit ass. The only game that I want to play it on there is Forza, and even Forza got boring to me, bro. I'm not paying for that shit. Xbox Game Pass sucks, bro.
fuck up my head, right? And it takes 2 weeks. I'll take your word for it. And I'm not trying to take anything like that. It takes weeks to have an effect. Good. And it's a good thing I never did that. So it messed my brother up bad. Yeah, I mean, he gave it to me for anxiety.
I got a new game
just
though
didn't- I didn't
called
wanna take that shit. But yeah, I had no idea it was an
PlayStation's better. I
SSRI.
bet.
I just fucking, took it. That was
But
it.
I got this new
And
game
so,
called
I went
it's not a
crazy
new
and
game,
burned
but
my
I got
house
another
down the
game called
second time trying to
Car
buy
X
trying
Street.
shrooms, but I have a desire to try
Yeah,
alternatives.
PlayStation. I got a PlayStation.
I just
Nigga,
got
don't
out of the
forget, it's
psych
just
ward
I'm on
months ago, and now
PC,
I'm
so
here. I'm not schizophrenic. I got
Xbox Game
diagnosed
Pass is
with-
available
yeah,
on PC.
Right, okay. That's
PlayStation
it?
Plus is
Oh,
not.
only that? Wow. And I blew up their Desert Eagle, and this is the person doing the shooting as well. Not really a big surprise. I mean, I think anybody could have expected this, right? And this is insane. And probably shouldn't. Yeah, I think so. What's SSRIs? They block different types of brain, like I guess chemical. I think they're like chemical inhibitors with the brain, and it fucks up the way a person thinks. Right? That's basically what it is. Antidepressants. Yeah.
Yeah, antidepressants.
And but I'm talking about like how they affect the what do you call it? How they affect the brain. But I don't know about like all the specifics. I'm not a doctor, obviously. First time trying on makeup, and so obviously this is really what it was. Apparently it got
Try
deleted.
scary games?
Do
Nah.
I have a good build
I've
type
never been
for
into scary games like
HRT? And this was 15 years old. This was in 2023, so all the timelines.
I still haven't even played Resident Evil 4.
And so right here you have somebody. Let me see. Can I load the comments?
I bought
Man,
that shit
are you okay?
a long time ago when it first came out,
trans guns.
and I never opened the case.
Man. And now everything got deleted.
I'm not into scary games.
Wow. Jeez, this one looks pretty bad, guys. Take depression seriously, though. It was for anxiety. I get anxiety sometimes, just be honest, I do. But, you know, you got to deal with it, same as everything else.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, what is this here? They scrub the evidence? A lot of social media companies do
way
this.
too much. It's
They
late.
do it very regularly. Every social
Yeah,
media
sure.
company basically deletes all the information whenever one of these accounts is discovered to be by a shooter or something like this. So this is just a person saying all this stuff, and like again, it's really, really bad that somebody is like, this is not the Reddit account of a person who is a reasonable individual, right? And I do think that there's a huge issue with this. 100% him. Wouldn't be surprised. I'm super skinny. And this is apparently a picture of this person. I don't know. Again, like...
He said he's super skinny. Oh my god, bro.
Photos like this get posted regularly. And a lot of times it's hard to know who's who or, if this is even a real person. But that's what some people are saying. That's who it is. So where's the rest of it? Are there reasonable people on Reddit? Yeah, they usually get downvoted. The moderators of Trans Guns have deleted the post from the Canadian school shooter. What even is the subreddit for Trans Guns?
What the fuck is that?
Let me see if I can pull this up. Trans Guns.
Trans
A message
guns.
from the mod team. Okay, here we go. So we're going to see what the mod team has said about this situation, okay? Let me go back, see if there's anything else. And no, okay, posting targets today. Yeah, good. All right, so they've come out with a statement about this. Some of you are wondering why you can't comment or post at this moment. We've turned on some of the enhanced filtering tools temporarily because of an influx of hatred directed at this community from allegations that the tragedy at the Tumbler Ridge School was committed by a former member here. Regardless if that person actually was a member or not, we want to come out and say a team here at Trans Guns does not condone hate, and we would like to see a global net decrease in violence. Trans Guns believes in increasing empathy, remembering your fellow person, and to give back when you can. Firearms aren't the only form of community defense. If an individual cannot follow firearm safety rules, they should not own a firearm. If you're struggling, please help. Please seek help. So, again, I don't know really. This is all.
That's all fucking garbage for... Please don't sue us. Please don't come for us and shut us down. That's all that is. A whole bunch of garbage. Word salad.
Feed the unhoused. A great way to exercise empathy and give back to your community. I don't think that this... maybe this is like a hot take, but I don't think Trans Guns is a problematic subreddit, right? It's definitely a little bit eyebrow raising. It's a little eyebrow raising, but I don't think they should delete it, right? It's not like these people did anything wrong. If I go and I look at, for example, the messages this person...
Like I said, if I believe in freedom of speech, then that means all freedom. That means all speech. So let these weirdos have their forum or whatever the fuck it is. I don't give a fuck.
Posted. Well, I just don't think so, right? I think that you should have bias sub. Well, what my point is that, okay, let's talk about this a little bit more logically, right? So you have on Reddit, you have a lot of places on Reddit where people are openly calling for violence, people are openly advocating for killing individuals, but ironically, on the Trans Gun subreddit, I didn't see any of the comments on this post that was doing that. Not a single one of them was doing that. So whenever I look at what people are doing, instead of creating guilt by association, why can't we just look at guilt? these people clearly aren't saying or doing anything wrong. They're not doing. And yes, I understand that there's a second order effect of this, absolutely.
Transman
But why don't we
gold.
focus on the first order effects first?
No,
If
someone
no,
called
you're
him
not looking here. So if you
Transman
see right
gold.
here,
Oh,
you'll
we.
see that these are posts that were made,
Transman gold.
and they were
Got it.
deleted recently in 2026. This is an archive website, so it's not showing the comments in real time. It's showing what they were. So if they deleted the post before, they had the threads before? Yeah, they did. And that's why all the 2023 ones are still here. It's because very clearly, what do you call it? Very clearly, like, the new ones got deleted, but the older ones did not. It's because trans people know they're already on the edge of a knife. Meanwhile, liberal white Karens got to go hog wild. Yeah, I mean, again, like, I feel like if you're a trans person, your life is probably more in danger than if you're a white liberal Karen. I think that's definitely true. You know, I think that these are all, like, very, very low probabilities of something bad actually happening to you. But, like, in general, yeah, sure, there's a lot more hostility towards that. But anyway, I don't want to get into that. My point is that there is a huge problem where, oh, actually, let me figure out. He was in a trans forum where he discussed his violent fantasies. Transgenders are a terrorist group. What is this here? I find it addictive. It's hard to not watch violent content. I'm just drawn to it. I don't think much of it. Though to say it doesn't affect me is likely naive. Though I'm subconsciously doing it, it just doesn't feel like a big deal. I'm drawn to substances too. So this basically like plays into this person's it being their Reddit account, right? You can clearly see it's more likely that it's this person's Reddit account. And it's easy to get high and just zone out into videos and this stuff. Does it impact my mental health? Well,
Duh.
question.
Look where you at now, sir. I'm pretty sure it fucking did.
Answered. Yeah, mine's already probably fucked. I tried to stray away from watching this kind of thing because it really sucks me in. It's a massive and less time dump. And massive useless time dump, but I never really saw any benefit. I think retards in the comment section are more bothersome mentally than the videos that I try not to interact with dorks XD. And so this is a person that's going out there and, you know, saying this stuff. This is obviously like nutball stuff, right? It's recognized as watch people die, not a trans forum. It's a gore site. I mean, the truth is that, and here's the main issue, is that we need to have more red flags and more different ways that the government is able to find these people proactively. I think that right now, the society has a huge stigma and is really afraid of doing any sort of proactive law enforcement. So, like, whenever you see a person who's talking about shooting everybody, and then they're showing videos of buying guns, and then they're saying that they're mentally ill, and then they're also saying that they're doing drugs, and this is all while they're underage, like, that's a lot of red flags, isn't it? So, really, you should just go after this person and take their guns away immediately and maybe put them in an insane asylum. This person's clearly dangerous. And this is the big issue that I have with it, is that whenever you don't hold these people accountable, you will have these people go off and just go on shooting rampages and pop off and go crazy and everything. So, and this is also, keep in mind, this is in Canada. Everybody always blames America for these shootings, but these things happen all over the world. And to the extent that the Western world and the world at large doesn't treat
I'm going to sleep
these
soon,
people like
boys.
the imminent threat that they are, then you will just have this happen. It's kind of like whenever you have a person that's putting bullets into a chamber of a gun, and they're standing in front of you and they're saying they're going to shoot
Stuff,
you.
yeah.
If you shoot them before they
I
shoot
still
you,
got sweet
are you the
potato
bad
pie
guy?
here.
Well, somebody could say, "Oh, well, they didn't shoot you yet." Yeah,
I'm so fucking
exactly. That's
stuffed.
the
I don't even
point.
think I can eat
So
this shit
it's
right now.
always easy for people to make these like virtuous moral arguments, but at the end of the day, those arguments leave 10 people dead. Oh, 25 injured. Okay, so like this is 25 after a woman
That's
wearing
a
a
lot of
dress.
fucking
Woman
people,
wearing
bro.
a dress. That's what they said. It's a mental health crisis, not a crime one. I think that it's both.
10 dead, bro. That is fucked up, bro. I didn't even realize. 10 dead, 20 injured, 25 injured. It's fucking insane.
Right? Because mental health turns into a crime. So like you have a mental health problem and then you go out.
I witnessed that shit. Well, I used to witness it every day when I used to go outside every day, but now I barely be going outside. I ain't gonna lie. It's too fucking cold out there. I ain't going out there, you are. But I used to witness mental illness every fucking day going to work, nigga. You see that shit, bro. People cause problems on the subway. People causing problems on even the bus stops. It's just a lot of that shit, especially in New York. It's a lot of mental illness, bro.
And you commit crimes. So that's what happens. It's very, very simple, actually. And where is this here? Matt Walsh, quote, tweets a person. So a person that posted a person's adult content without permission as a form of targeted harassment. The account now always has 50K followers. Many of them are underage. I don't even really know. Oh, wait. So the Vosh subreddit got mad at Matt Walsh for saying this 3 years ago, but he turned out to be ridiculously right. Wow. How about that? So I'm going to pull you up because I always see this comment, and I think it annoys me. This comment annoys me, and so you're going to get pulled up. Why do you think this is a false flag? What's
Who
your
the fuck? Oh, I thought he was accusing Zach of saying this was a false flag. What the fuck? We never said that shit was a false flag. This person's Delulu. Could this be a false flag? Question mark. This seems like a false flag event to distract. Distract from what? Because if you're going to say distract us from the Epstein files, my brother, you're fucking dumb as hell. You're dumber than a bag of rocks. That shit happened in Canada. So what, Canadians is running false flags to fucking distract us from the Epstein files? What the fuck is... Yo, these people is dumber than a bag of rocks.
logic in this? You're making this random assumption that it's a false flag. How have you arrived at this conclusion?
How? Please. Watch him not even answer.
So I'm just curious, right? Because like a lot of this just doesn't make sense. The timing is very coincidental. What do you mean the timing is coincidental?
Never said I was sure.
What do you mean by that?
Seems like one. All right, if it seems like one, then tell us how does it seem like one? Tell us.
Please be specific. Like I want to understand this. Trust me, I watch the Bondi stuff. I am. We're building up to it. That's, in my opinion, I think that's a much bigger story than some fucking idiot in Canada shooting up a school, right? I mean, like, really, it's a much, much bigger story. But this is...
That's fucked up to say. I ain't gonna lie. That's kind of fucked up to say. People dying at a school anywhere in the world is a big story, Asmin. We should at least fucking recognize that. I ain't gonna lie. People died and people got injured. It's fucked. It's fucked up. It's a fucked up situation.
This is just another fucking instance of a retard. Never said I was sure. I said it seems like one. I didn't... I know that you aren't sure. Why do you think it seems like one? Stop being vague. Why are these people always so vague?
Refresh me, boy.
Yes, what do you mean by this? I already wrote you out. Yes. Banner retard? No, I'm just curious, right? Rage baiting you? It is. It's The Epstein news, of course.
How I knew this person was gonna say that. Yo, these people are delulu. Holy shit. I'm not sure, but the time was just very coincidental. Never said I was sure. Said it seems like one. The FC news, of course. Oh my god. How did I already knew it? What the fuck does Canada have to do with United States issues, bro? Like, Canada has nothing to do with the Epstein files, bro. There probably was some sick fucks in Canada, but they had nothing to do with the Epstein file, bro. Why would they fucking kill 10 people and injure 25 to distract from what, brother? This shit has nothing to do with them.
Of course. Why would this seem like a false flag? So you think because
TDS, bro.
Epstein happened, anything that happens during Epstein's a false flag?
It's TDS, bro. It's fucking TDS. I'm telling you.
So anything that happens while something else is happening is...
And it's a shame how far and wide TDS has spread it. That now Canadians have the bug, bro. These motherfuckers have TDS now. How? Y'all worried about Trump and you're not controlled by Trump yet, at least. Like, y'all so worried about Trump and he don't even fucking have no control over y'all. At least for now.
It's instantly a false flag?
These people are crazy.
Think about it for 3 seconds, man. Like, I don't even get it. Like, I mean, do you think crime is just, like, not going to happen while there's a controversy? Like, that's literally it. So you think that because the Epstein files are coming, and also very few Canadians are even really implicated in this. It's not even
nobody
logical.
gives a fuck about that in
And on top of
Canada.
that, wouldn't this even make it worse? Because this is the exact thing that Epstein was saying about transing kids and then subjecting them to, like, other types of weird traumas as a child. So, if anything, this would be drawing more attention to the Epstein files. Like, didn't you read them? Like, this is, I mean, just think about this. Like, think about this logically. Like, what is this?
This person can't be.
It's just this conspiracy, like, again, it's just, I hate that kind of stuff. I do. They responded again. It's likely not a false flag. It's just coincidental that a trans shooting happened suddenly.
What the fuck are you talking about, yo?
Do you know how many trans shootings we've had in the last year? It's been like 7.
Nigga said suddenly.
Like, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. Look. I mean, all of these people are, like, I mean, non-binary, gender fluid, trans, and I think probably 1 or 2 of these are uncertain, right? But, yeah, I mean, like, 7 out of what, though? A lot? I mean, I don't know. Like, yeah, I mean,
7 is far,
I don't even know
far
what you
too
would even
much.
say. How many of these mass shootings happen per year in the States? I don't know. I mean, like the thing is that
oh my god, I hate that, bro.
They're misreported. So there are shootings that are near a school that are not
hate
really
that
school
argument,
shootings.
bro.
There's just a shooting that happened near a school that has nothing to do with the children. The children weren't the target, etc. But like a lot of people that are anti-gun and want to implement gun control, what they do is they misrepresent
Target
those
kids.
statistics intentionally so they can make it seem like these things happen much more often. Now, I'm not saying that guns don't have problems and people don't get killed by them, but the way that the data is reported is intentionally deceptive. That's really my point here, right? And it's the norm in the United States. Well, it's actually extremely rare. And so the mother of Jesse Strang was a hardcore trans rights activist who wanted transgender children. She was murdered by her mass murderer son, who began transitioning as a child. Oh my God.
These are the people you are protecting.
Good people don't spend their time harassing marginalized communities. No, they spend their time apparently shooting up schools. How about that? Just like your son. Wow. Killed his brother too? Is that true? Yeah, I mean, there it is, and she's dressed up like a clown. I think that's pretty accurate, because now she's dead. This is what happens whenever you, and how much do you want to bet that, because again, I don't have any sympathy for these people. I don't.
Me either.
Because what you did is you enabled a person to go out there and kill you drugged up your kid, you drugged your kid up, and you put them on SSRIs. You let them do drugs, and you gave them a gun.
You literally ruined their fucking lives. Instead of fucking cutting that shit out from the beginning and fucking taking them to real therapy, you guys allowed this man to self-medicate and fucking wears dresses to the point that this motherfucker just went psychotic and blew your own head off. Like he killed his own family members that allowed him to do this shit. Like he probably subconsciously he probably hated his family for allowing that shit to go on for so long.
And you were letting them think that they were another gender as a child. Like, and then they kill you? That's what happens. You shouldn't have done it.
Rip Bozo.
You shouldn't have done this. Like, you're a moron. Like, why would you do this? Like, yeah, it's child abuse. Exactly.
It
like,
is.
You
it's
basically,
called neglect.
like, you hop this kid up on a bunch of drugs, crazy ideologies.
That's just called
he
neglect.
flies off the handle, and that's what happens. It's sad. I don't feel any sympathy for them at all. I feel sympathy for the families that have been killed and the people that were killed that had nothing to do with this. Really, like, I mean, again, like, people
Fucking
make
based.
these.
This is why I fuck with
Honestly,
Asma.
I feel
My son
worse
don't
for
care.
the kid that did the shooting than I
Says
do
it
for
as
her.
it is.
She's the adult. She should be the one knowing this. But instead, she gassed this up and led her son to believe all of this crazy shit. Let him drug himself up, take other illicit, illegal drugs, and on top of that, allowed him to have a gun, and then he went out and killed them. Bro, like, this kid is at a degree. I mean, there's a reason why you're a legal guardian.
This shit sounds like natural selection to me. Rip Bozos. Oh my god. Fucking family of bozos. The only people that I feel bad for is the kids in that school. That whole family, that shit was fucking natural selection, bro. Holy shit.
You are supposed to be protecting your kid. You're supposed to be taking care of your kid. Did you do that? No, you didn't. And you and he paid the ultimate price, and so did a lot of other people.
Consequences. Remember, the word of the day is consequences. Because apparently these fuck-out people who don't believe in God no more, they forget about consequences.
I hate these people. They are so evil. They are so evil and so wrong and so bad. And the reason why it makes me so angry is the fact that they do it under the illusion of empathy and virtue. They are the farthest thing from empathy and virtue. They are getting other people killed so they can feel good about themselves. Makes me so fucking annoyed. My pet lion ate my arm. Feel bad for me. Yeah, exactly. Like, I let a venomous snake out in my house, and I thought it would be okay, and then it bit me. And now
Like,
I'm,
what you thought was
fucked
gonna
up.
happen?
Well, that's what you get. You shouldn't.
That's like having a fucking Rottweiler in your house. You beat the fuck out of it. You don't feed it. You treat it like shit. You neglect it. And what you expect the fucking dog is gonna do? The dog is not gonna respect you, my boy. That's just gonna bite out of you when it gets the chance. And it's the same thing when you neglect these fucking kids. When you're neglecting these kids with severe mental illness, that shit's gonna go and bite you in the ass. At the end of the day, it's gonna come back and bite you in the ass. So take care of your fucking kids, bro. That's the fucking moral of the story.
Have done it.
Don't
How do your
neglect
kids
that
get
shit.
clearly
Don't
inappropriate
enable that shit.
antidepressants? Don't get me wrong, the parents 100% wrong, but shouldn't these professionals have understood? No, they shouldn't understand, because the problem is that a lot of parents, whenever they don't get the correct medication for their kid, they just go to another doctor until one of them gives it to them, right? Now, I'm not saying the doctor has no accountability here, but
Yeah,
like,
doctors
here's
too.
really the tier list,
These
right?
sick woke fucking doctors definitely have accountability in this as well, because they enable shit instead of getting down to the root problem, and they give these kids drugs instead of getting down to the root problem. Why do they feel this way in the first place? What the fuck, bro? Y'all got licenses to fucking deep dive in people's minds all the time. Like, why can't y'all do this shit the right way? Like, you just give drugs and let these people go on their merry way? That shit is fucking wrong.
So right? This is just my opinion. Number one
Accountability tier list.
is the police. Number two, parent. Number three is going to be medical professionals. Number four is going to be school.
Yeah.
And other types of oversight.
No,
like,
no,
you
no.
know, like school.
No, it's medical professor, then it's employer, then it's school, child oversight, then it's what, daycare? I don't know. This is all authority. Like, if you look at it, this is the people you're supposed to follow and listen to as you grow up. But somewhere, I already know what he's gonna get to. Somewhere along the line, these fucking people lost the accountability when it comes to police. Like,
or,
how?
you know, anything else, teachers, etc., right? And then I finally get down to the kid that did the shooting.
Oh, I see what you're saying. All right, I see what you're saying.
That is my tier list.
That is
so
the tier list, yeah.
He's
That
all
makes
the way
sense.
down here at number 5. Like, all of these other groups of people
Should be held accountable. Exactly.
I think are way more at fault than he is.
Well, the police not
Like,
so much.
because they're the adult.
The police not so much, because what the fuck the police could do? They come after an incident it happens. Police doesn't come before an incident happens. Like, they usually get called when something happens or is about to happen. They don't come before, like, they fucking that's so Raven and have a flashback and knows what the fuck's gonna happen. Like, so police we can't really put on this list. But parents, they should see this shit coming from a mile away. Medical professionals, they should see this shit coming from a mile away, because they're literally went to school for this shit, so they should know mental illness when they see it. School child's oversight, so the teachers and shit should notice this as well. Like, yo, your son is acting kind of funny. He thinks he's a girl. And then after that, you go to the boy that did the shooting, because all these other people enabled it, bro. They enabled his fucking brain rot. Like, this is all true, bro. This shit is fucking true.
They're the professionals. They're the ones that need to be responsible. Oh, right. Sorry. Nope. Sorry. I forgot.
Israel. Fuck. We can't forget about Israel.
Okay.
Oh my god, this nigga's stupid.
Okay. All right. We're good. So there. I'm sorry. Now it's accurate. Okay, guys.
Yeah, now it's making sense. Yep.
Oh man, perfect. Exactly. Priority balance. What happened to the police? They let it happen. They let it happen. How would the police know this?
I don't think the police have anything to do with that shit. Because police they get called when the emergency happens, bro. You can't blame them for fucking this brain rot fuck being able to do that shit.
This is gonna happen before everyone else, like the mom and doctor.
Yeah, it ain't police.
I mean,
fault.
I'm gonna pull you up. Do you think that Palantir could have detected that this person was a risk?
Not really. Because think about it. Yeah, they could spot he's fucking mentally disturbed and he's mentally ill, but it is very hard to determine when somebody's gonna pull a crime. It is not a crime to be weird and mentally disturbed, but it is a crime to have to go out and murder people, yes. But it's like you can't, I don't know what I'm saying. But basically you can't blame the cops, bro. The cops didn't know this bitch, well, not bitch, this dude was gonna fucking shoot up a school, bro.
Do you think they could have? In Canada? Do we have that in Canada, though? If you don't, why not?
And that's true too. Fucking Canada, come on now. You gonna think Canadian police? These motherfuckers still on horseback. You think these niggas is capable of fucking? Nah.
Ask that. If they're not using a tool like this in order to predict whether somebody is going to be a bad actor, why not? Think about that. And so if they could, and the thing is that the good point, maybe you should always look at trying to have preventive, like if you see somebody, like here's a great example, right? If the cops see a guy and he's outside the liquor store and he's got a fucking guy, he's like, he's walking back and forth and he's like pumping himself up to go inside the liquor store. The cops should just go and arrest him before he goes in the store, right? That way nobody.
Yeah, but now you're making assumptions, Zach. You're making assumptions. How the fuck do we know cops was watching this dude pacing back and forth with a fucking gun? We don't know that. This dude could have came out of a car with a fucking gun up his skirt or some shit. And which is a weird ass sentence to say, bro. Just think about it. It's a weird ass sentence to say, bro. This dude could have pulled up in a car with a gun up his dress. Oh my god. I would have never thought I'd say this shit. But yeah, dude could have pulled up in a car with a gun up his dress, walked in there seamlessly like nothing was wrong. So we cannot put this all on police, bro. We don't know the full situation.
Get shot, nothing happens, and the problem's over. Do you really think that that doesn't manifest in a similar way on the internet? No, of course not. Of course it does. Good point. Maybe we should. Yes, you need to be ahead of these people, and you need to be on top of this. So I'm going to read her comments about this. Okay, we're going to see what this is what the parents said. And Fax is a conservative-leaning libertarian who lives in the north and loves living in a small town. I really hope I see the hate online as just bored old people and not true self-hatred. Do better and educate yourself before spewing online bullshit. It makes you look dumb. Evolve. Well, that's not going to happen for her. And I normally don't say anything, and I normally don't go on Shitbook to see keyboard warriors. I know I can't control everything. What is this here? We don't have to bring our kids up in a world full of hatred. Do you have any idea how many kids are killing themselves over this kind of hate? Please stop the bullshit.
I hate that shit, bro. Honestly, this is literally the epitome of what the fuck I be talking about, bro. These people using empathy as if it's a fucking weapon. These people using empathy as if it's a fucking weapon. I'm sorry, but people commit suicide every fucking day. Doesn't matter if they're trans, doesn't matter if they're fucking alien, doesn't matter what the fuck they are, bro. Like, people commit suicide every fucking day. So stop trying to use this shit as a fucking pity thing that, oh, kids is killing themselves. Bro, get the fuck out of here with that delusional shit, bro. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I don't give a fuck. It's y'all fault they killing themselves, if anything, because y'all not fucking handling this shit the right way.
Hashtag protect trans kids.
This shit crazy. I hate this fucking fake ass empathy weapon. Like,
wow.
Whatever, bro.
What are the odds of that? Womp womp, yeah. That's what happens.
Womp womp.
And so anyway, not many cops have the courage to engage someone with a firearm. Oh no, I understand that, sure. If you refuse to write pronouns in a tweet, you get arrested in Canada. Pretty sure this could have been anticipated. Yeah, definitely. The percentage of mass killings done by trans as a percentage is actually less than the percentage of trans people in the United States. I have no idea. Like, I mean, I think that, again, even if you think that trans people are more likely to commit mass shootings, they are infinitely unlikely to do it, period. Like, this is like a less than 0.1% of trans people that are going on mass shootings. So, like, I don't think that we should assign a collective guilt to all trans people.
Yeah, I'm not saying that either.
0.001% of them did something bad.
All.
It's just not logical. It's not. Like, I don't know how anybody would even think that. That's not true for Canada? Well,
what's the percentage in Canada?
What are we talking about? Can we just use common sense? Let's just use logic here for like 1 second. So trans people are like 0.6% of the population, right? I think it's somewhere around there. Let me see if I can just pull this up. I can't believe I've even been doing this shit because it's so stupid. But I'm going to go back and look. What percentage of the U.S. and Canadian population is trans or identifies that way? It's like 0.6. Okay, I'm just going to ask the same question again. Fucking retard. So 0.1%, 0.8. Okay, so 0.8, it was 0.6, right? So I said 0.6, 0.95, right? So less than 1%, about 0.3. So this is 1 in 300 people. So what is this here? Canada population. Okay, so let's just do some math here, right?
Yeah, 1 in
Okay,
300,
Canada
right?
population again. Let's do it again. I don't know why it's fucked up. Okay, do it again. Do it again, slave. 41 million people. Okay, so 41 million. So basically, you're going to be looking at, let's see here. What would be, I guess, like, okay, so 41 million. So about...
And that's cute. 41 million people. That's cute, nigga. We got 10 times that in America. Holy shit. Y'all motherfuckers y'all better calm the fuck down. Y'all motherfuckers better act right. We go over here and spank y'all. Just our citizens alone. Nigga, the fuck you talking about?
400,000 is, 400,000
40 million.
would be 1%,
That ain't
right?
shit.
And so
We got
you cut
over
that
400.
in half, and it's, let's see, actually by a third. So you're looking at about 120,000 trans people in Canada, right? I mean, like, I'm just doing, like, very, very rough math. Like, this is not exactly, but it's about 120,000.
250K.
So out of 120,000 trans people that have had this happen, how many trans people in Canada have gone on a shooting rampage?
At least one. 6, 7. People in the chat stupid.
No publicly available data. Okay.
Why would that be?
So it's not even going to say.
Why would that be? Why would that be? You see, Grok is protecting these people too. That's crazy.
Okay, you think most of them? Can you imagine if it was 60,000 trans people that were going out there on murder rampages? The whole place would be chaos. It'd be insane. So they hide the data.
But that's not the point, though. The whole point is we don't care how many trans people is going out there and fucking going on school shootings, bro. We don't give a fuck about that. We give a fuck about the point that there is a mental illness problem in this country, bro, and in Canada, where we are ignoring it and it's just going to become more and more worse. Like, men by nature are fucking aggressive people. So if I don't give a fuck if you think you're a dog, if you think you're a woman, you're still a man, and by nature you're an aggressive person. So it's like, get a woman mad, she might start barking and bitching and yelling at you and calling you names and shit. But get a trans nigga mad, that nigga's gonna beat the shit out of you. It's just mother nature, bro. This is fucking nature. I don't give a fuck what you say. A man is gonna feel belittled and is gonna try to fight you. It's a fucking fact, bro. So I don't know, bro. Like y'all just not fucking realizing, like, mental illness plus aggressive men, that shit don't mix. It don't. It really don't. Y'all niggas need to get that mental shit together. That's the whole point of this shit.
The data, but like it would come out on the news. I mean, how many news stories? Like, I mean, at the absolute most, let's say 20, right? Let's say there have been 20 trans mass shooters in the past like 5 years, which, I mean, the reality is it's probably like 3 or like maybe 5, but let's say 20. 20 out of 120,000. That's pretty fucking low. It is. That's really low. That is an extremely crazy low number. It's high per capita. I understand that it's high per capita, but that's only in the frame of reference of other capitas. Like, it's low, period. All of them are very low. All I'm saying is that, look, I don't want to argue about this, and I don't want to fight about this, because this is just a purely logical position. Very clearly that the overwhelming majority, beyond way exceeding 99.9% of trans people, do not do this. So to assign this collective accountability is ridiculous. It's just stupid. It's illogical. So anyway, I don't want to get into that any much more, but that's what I think. And then you have her, and again, all of this stuff, by the way, is, let me see if I can even pull up her account. Jennifer Strang, 8602.
And all this shit is low right now because y'all gotta realize this trans shit just became normalized. Like this shit wasn't normal fucking 10 years ago. 10 years ago, this shit wasn't as normal, bro. There wasn't fucking one in every 300 people being trans, bro. That shit was not a thing back then, bro. So now it's becoming normalized. We starting to see school shootings and shit, but it's not gonna be as much until we fucking like if we let it go for too long, like 20, 30 years from now, there's gonna be a huger population of mentally disturbed people out there with guns. So we need to nip that shit in the butt right now. Fuck is you talking about? Like this shit is a new thing. Gay marriage was just legalized like probably what 8, 10 years ago. I don't remember. So how the fuck you think the trans community just blew up like that in 10 years? No, that shit's gonna get bigger and bigger, but slowly. You can already see how they're indoctrinating children to thinking this shit is normal. What do you think that leads to? More and more children thinking that shit is normal and turning trans. So, in theory, the more and more we teach children that this is normal, the more and more trans is gonna come. So it's like we're literally we're teaching this shit, bro. We teaching mental health. We teaching these people that it's okay to think you're a dog.
Make sure I
Holy
got it.
shit.
Okay, that's good.
After years of this shit, forget about
So
it.
this
We're
is
gonna have
her account.
so much brain rot in the country.
Yeah, this could be it.
We
Okay,
already
so
do.
it is real, and we don't know whether this is actually her or not. Keep in mind, we don't know that. But this is something that she had posted, and Sheesh and Trump's son said bullets were only flying one way. I'm glad I'm not far right or far left. Political extremism, blinded by rage, is mental. Man. Man, how about that? And so she's posted Charlie Kirk's killer is Tyler Robinson, 22 white Mormon, a retired sheriff's son, and a gun enthusiast who once wore a Trump costume. He confessed and surrendered, saying he personally disliked Kirk after days of saying MAGA blaming the left. So this is a person who's trying to like rash.
Like that shit makes no fucking sense. This person is so delulu in the head. She just fucking wrote a whole bunch of gibberish that made no fucking sense, bro. He was a gun enthusiast, fucking Trump loving MAGA person that killed Charlie Kirk. Okay, sure. Charlie Kirk was MAGA himself, bro. Charlie Kirk was heavy on the fucking gun support. I mean gun rights and all that. So your fucking shit just don't make no sense, bro. What the fuck?
Rationalize Charlie Kirk getting shot, and apparently now she got shot. Well, that's what happens.
Rip Bozo! Rip Bozo! There's no way. And on top of that, I forgot. He was a trans lover too. The man boyfriend was a tranny. But you talking about he was MAGA and Trump's son and gun enthusiast and retired sheriff's son. Yeah, bro, you're just Delulu. But anyways, so this bitch got shot? Jennifer Strange? She got shot?
So yeah, and mother probably celebrated Charlie Kirk's death. I mean, I don't know about that. I'm not gonna say probably.
Yo, if she got shot, Rip Bozo, bro. Holy shit. Yo, Rip
Right,
Bozo.
but like she does seem like kind of the person that would do that. If you want me to be honest, I do think so.
That's crazy.
So yeah, that's the mother. Yeah, exactly. And again, remember for mental love and sexualizing children. Huge fucking mistake, man. Massive.
Jennifer Strange will be remembered by her compliment and love for sexualizing children. She had her son on all sorts of drugs in her attempt to turn him into a girl. She created a monster. This is the mother of the shooter? She posted this about Charlie Kirk? This is karma, bro. Holy, this is karma. This bitch, bro. You're not even American, and you was talking on Charlie Kirk's death, bro. Holy shit, yo. I do not feel bad at all. Rip Bozo. This bitch was an idiot who raised her son to be a fucking murderous bastard.
Fucking mistake.
Stupid.
And yeah. Wait, she was killed? Yeah, the son killed her. And great timing for the gun buyback program. Yeah, maybe, right? And funny how she didn't mention he was also a furry lover freak. There's nothing more ironic than trans people complaining about harassment. It's not collective accountability like they're all guilty. It's simply recognizing this group is more likely to be violent. Well, I think that here's what the problem is, right? And I was talking about this earlier, is that the big issue with these trans shooters is that you're right that some of these trans people are like very violent. I've seen pictures of it, and you know,
like I said, men in general are fucking violent, violent beings, bro. Women are more nurturing. Men are more fucking aggressive. That is in our biologics, bro. Women supposed to be more nurturing, more catering to taking care of the kids in the household, and men supposed to be more aggressive, more strong, more willing to protect their kids, protect their wife in times of need, and defend the house, like meaning aggressively fight back. Like this is in nature, mother nature, bro. This is how it was done for many, many years. You cannot go back on God's fucking creation and all of a sudden think you're a female and your mind just switches. No, my brother, you're still a fucking man. In your brain, in your fucking head, you're going to be having men tendencies, which is aggression, which is fucking, you want to defend shit, you want to be able to take action and fight. These are men fucking these are men's fucking what they call that shit? Anyways, you get the fuck I'm saying, bro. Men and women are not the same, bro. They're built very differently, and that is for a reason.
no, again, they don't have a monopoly over it, but I think that there is like kind of a lack of accountability for it. I think that people don't want to call out, you know, basically aggressive, hostile, bad behavior by trans people because they don't want to be seen as if they're a person who is.
Why you don't think we don't be hearing about trans women? No, yeah, we don't be hearing about trans women doing fuck shit and doing crazy shit like this. Like, I haven't heard of any trans woman, like woman to male trans people doing any fuck shit like this. Why is that? Because female tend to be more nurturing, more caring, more soft. So by nature, they're gonna be less aggressive people. Even though they look like men, they're gonna be less aggressive. They're gonna be like soy boys. But y'all niggas just, I don't know, bro. Yeah, it's like natural selection at this point, bro. I don't know what's going on. These people are just allowing this shit to go on for so long.
Is you know, like assigning a mental illness to a trans person because they think that if they do that, that's like being transphobic. So they're it's basically like political.
It is what it is.
That is effectively like not allowing people to, you know, talk about this for what it is. So yeah. The trans people aren't violent. Violent people are violent. The shifting blame on beliefs and culture is annoying.
Yes, I completely agree with that. Trans people ain't violent. Violent people are violent. And men tend to be violent. So when they wear dresses, don't be fooled. They're still violent.
Here's a great example of it, okay? So I'm going to compare this to Islam, okay? So basically, one of the big issues right now is that inside of Europe and inside, yeah, just Europe in general, you have radical Islamic crazy people that are out there radicalizing the population. These are people who got kicked out of the UAE. These are people who got kicked out of Saudi Arabia. They got kicked out of Qatar, and they're going over to, instead of there, radicalize people over in Europe. So the big issue of what happens is that you have these people that basically now they're, what do you call it? Sorry, I kind of, for some reason, the music really confused me.
I don't know why he had that.
Okay, apologies. And so, it's hard for me to have a good comparison. Yes. So basically, they don't want to go after extremist radical Islam in Europe because they're afraid of being called Islamophobic. So you have this weird inversion where you think that the Middle Eastern countries are actually practicing, in some cases, and permissive of less extremist Islam than Europe is. And it's like, what a weird place to be in. And it's so bad that the UAE doesn't even want its own citizens going to Europe anymore to get educated because they're worried that their kids are going to get
Get
radicalized
radicalized.
from
Yep.
Europe. These are guys that are living in the Middle East. This is a Muslim.
Like, isn't that fucking wicked that the Middle East is worried that fucking European Muslims are becoming too radicalized? Like, what? Holy shit, bro. Yo, Europe is fucked. I ain't gonna lie.
Country, and they don't want them to get radicalized by foreign Muslims that are even more extreme than they are. So, but the reason why that's happening, I mean, let's just talk brass
Europe
tacks
is
here.
fucked.
It's because you've got a bunch of white people that are afraid of saying that any of these Muslims are going over the line, and they're saying things that you shouldn't be saying, you shouldn't be doing. And I think it's the same thing with trans stuff, is that people are so afraid of being accused of being transphobic or Islamophobic that they ignore obvious red flags. And that ignorance of those red flags is getting people killed. It does. It's literally getting people killed. And that's the reason why it's
And
such a
raped.
problem. It's not a big deal like, oh yeah, you know, somebody is like, they don't really care about some issue. But when you have people that are going out there and they're dying for this, it's a legitimate problem. Toxic empathy strikes again.
Yes,
That's exactly it.
that's exactly what it is.
That's only true for the UAE.
Toxic
pulled me up.
empathy,
I
bro.
understand that, right? I mean, sure. But it's
Fucking
clearly not
weaponized
only true
empathy.
for the UAE, because besides that, Osama bin Laden was kicked out of Saudi Arabia. It's not like all the Muslims have like a same universal viewpoint on the way that Islam should be done. If they did, they wouldn't be killing each other all the time. I mean, let's just use some fucking logic here. So anyway, my point is that it's not about that, but whenever you look at a person's ideology and you feel like you can't criticize that ideology, or people inside of that ideology don't receive criticism because people are too afraid that it will be related to some type of criticism that's bad, then what you have is a culture that permits violent behavior. That's the reason why. Does that make sense? Do you see my point on this?
Yes.
Yeah. You get tongue policed, I know, and that matters more these days. Yes. People care more about sounding good than being good. And that's the fundamental issue. Everybody cares about being seen.
That's why one thing with me, you could always trust that I don't give a fuck how I sound, bro. Y'all niggas, y'all gonna get the real me, bro. The real me, always. I don't give a fuck, bro. Nigga, Twitch banned me. We out to kick tomorrow, bro. Kick bans me, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can catch me on YouTube, whatever the fuck. But I'm never gonna change. Like, I was born in this great fucking land of America, and I was born with all the fucking rights to say whatever the fuck I like to say, when the fuck I like to say it. So I don't give a fuck about no England, Great Britain, none of that shit. Eat a dick. Y'all niggas ain't touching my freedom of speech, gang.
As a good person, nobody cares about being a good person, because there's a lot of instances where it's like, you know, like your parent. How many times has your parent done something that made you, like whenever you were a kid, that made you angry at them, but now that you're like, I don't know, 25, 30, 35, 40, you think to yourself, I'm probably going to do that to my kid too. That was the right decision. I think that's a very common sentiment, and I would actually be surprised if there were a lot of people that didn't feel that way, other than like, you know, maybe like really toxic parental relationships. I feel like it's extremely common. So, yeah, it's because we said so. Yeah, definitely, all the time. And so this is a very, very common thing. And so people always want to be seen as being good, but they never actually want to do something that's good at all. And almost all radical Muslims come from Iran, by the way.
Like I said, y'all probably call me transphobic and all that shit, but I'm the one who actually cares for these people. You people don't give a fuck if they go out and become school shooters and fucking do some wicked shit and chop their balls off and then regret it when they're fucking 50 years old. You the guys who's fucking promoting these people to mutilate themselves and ruin their lives. I'm the one who's trying to promote, we need to educate these people and teach them that that is not the right way to living. Like, You will wake up one day and deeply regret what the fuck you did. It's consequences, my boy. Consequences. Number one word of the day.
the way. They're called Shia. I understand that Iran is like that's like the nexus of a lot of it. I think you're right, but it's more complicated than that. But I do think you're right about that. It's like a different Shia and Sunni Muslim. I get that. I grew up seeing things that I wouldn't want my child to do, knowing how it made me as a feel as a kid. I think there's a little bit from column A and a little bit from column B, but the idea is that sometimes you have to make decisions that aren't butterflies and rainbows decisions, and you do that for the for the assurance and the safety of your future. You can't always be making a decision that makes you happy and feel good and feel like you're a good boy for your entire time. Like, you can't always be doing that. And I think that's what the big difference is that a lot of people don't really seem to understand, right? They don't. And so that's really what I'm talking about. You understand European politicians and
The world is not daisies and sunflowers, bro. Like, you people need to learn. There's a real world out there, bro. Like, fuck all that safety shit and worry about how people feel and all that. Nah, bro. Niggas need tough love, bro. That's a real fucking thing. Tough love.
immigration problems is very flawed. You're gonna get pulled up. You're getting pulled up.
Sometimes you gotta be caught down on your bullshit so you can learn.
What's the flaw? You're just saying something. If you type something vague, you're getting banned, by the way.
Your understanding
You have to be
on
specific.
your politics and immigration what?
Specific or
Problem
banned?
is very flawed.
Yep, you're gonna pull up a roll? Yeah. Let's go. Generational username? Actually, it is. Yeah, you're right.
Brain rot 69 -2.
How we
Oh,
address
wait.
the elephant in the room and
6,
about the
7.
Desert Eagle? It's the dumbest fucking handgun you can get. It's a waste of money. Probably played Counter-Strike, honestly. Probably thought it was a cool gun. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a cool gun, too. It looks cool. Yeah, I mean, like, what the fuck? That's pretty simple. There has not been a single mass shooting by a trans, especially there have been very mass shootings in Canada. Okay, that's not even...
That's
okay,
not the
that's
point,
not even
bro.
what's being
What the
discussed.
fuck? Y'all niggas delulu.
The flaws, do you think we in Europe can't speak our mind about being Islamophobic? It's just the governments are either making money about it or illegal immigrants are using the system. So you're saying that there are no hate speech laws in Europe?
Like, are we living under a rock? You see, like, what the fuck? People aren't getting arrested for saying shit online? Like, is this shit not true? Like, did we not see this shit go down on Twitter a bunch of times?
Because there are hate speech laws in Europe. And also, like, by the way, whenever I say Europe, I'm talking about, like, Germany, the UK, and
England,
France.
shit like that.
Like, and maybe a couple of other ones, too. Like, which specific country are you talking about? They are, but they're not enforced in all European countries? Okay, so what you're saying is that there's a law against it.
So what you're saying is there's a law against speech. It's like right then and there, you literally agreed with us, my nigga. What the fuck is these people talking about, bro? It doesn't matter if it's not being enforced. That's in your city or your country. In other countries, niggas is getting locked the fuck up for saying shit online, bro. Like, that is ridiculous. You can never lock me up for saying some shit online. That's fucking crazy.
I don't even understand. So, but they are enforced sometimes. They are. Like, it's just doesn't even make sense.
I literally personally
Like,
seen
yeah,
like
how many
4 or
people
5
got
videos of
arrested
people
in the
getting
UK
arrested
for
saying shit
fucking
online.
speech. Like, and also, like, I mean, are you trying to tell me that, like, there isn't a huge problem where there's a bunch of radical people coming over into Europe? Like, I've seen videos of it. I've seen pictures of it. Like, I mean, I think that we've all seen this. Or are you saying that everything that we're looking at is fake? Like, what are you even trying to get at? How does this even work? I'm confused. UK isn't Europe? I know that. That's why I'm asking about the specific country. Greece or Denmark, which people are able to be open about illegal immigration for years. People, especially in Greece, have been okay. So, you know what? I'm gonna let you go with this because I was not talking about Greece, and I know that Greece is a little bit more based about this than, like, let's say the UK is. So I should have been more specific. You're technically right. I don't
He's
like
right. He's
that,
right.
but you are technically
So
right.
I'll say UK and England.
I overgeneralize Europe regularly, and if you're gonna call me out on that,
Because I know
think
for a
that's
fact
fair, 'cause
England is talking
it's
about doing
accurate.
the same shit.
So anyway, but I was talking mainly about the UK and places like Germany. So yeah, that's fine. Anyway, I didn't want to ban the username either. It was a good username.
Yeah,
so
that is a good
anyway,
username.
let me go back. I'll see if I can find any more information about this. People that are talking about it. And where is it? Stripped of crown over transgender policy refusal. I don't know what that is. The mass shooting today happened. Oh, here we go. So they called this, this is the craziest part about it.
That includes the deceased gun person.
Okay. And separately, do you know the gun person's relationship to the...
That includes the deceased gun person.
Okay. And then separately, do you know the gun person's relationship to the...
That includes the deceased gun person.
Okay.
Oh my God.
They're so cuck, bro. These people are fucking cuckoos out there in Canada, bro. They can't even fucking say that it was a man, bro. They had to say gun person instead of gunman. Y'all motherfuckers are cocks.
Oh my God. Gun person. A new gender just dropped. This is what they're focused on. They're about using the right vocabulary. Oh my God. Yes, and Odessa, I love you. Following a prawn trap. The alleged male shooter dressed as a girl killed their family first. His family. Yeah, sure. Okay, let me go back. I hate to say I told you so. There is this. So freaking... He started transitioning at 15, was prescribed heavy SSRIs. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest.
Oh my God, bro. This poor kid didn't even stand a chance, bro. This poor kid, bro. At 15, he was pumped up with drugs and told that he was a female, bro. Oh my God.
It's like for any of the people that are, you know, anti-trans or anti, you know, SSRIs or anything else like this, this is basically every stereotype rolled into one. This is every single thing that these people said is bad came true in Canada. They did. It absolutely happened.
It absolutely did. Everything wrapped up in one.
Oh, I did see this. 3 men. Oh, and just real quick, I'll just talk about, just because of this one individual that brought this up, but this is in, again, the UK. And just in case anybody thinks that I'm wrong about being able to speak out about these things. In the UK, 3 British men who protested because a young girl was raped by an illegal migrant have been jailed for a longer period than the illegal migrant rapist. Man, how about that?
That's
and
insane.
Not the first either. Well, this is what these people do, right? I mean, it's more important to hide the problem than deal with it. And this happened today, literally. So yeah, SSRI equals bi equals bad tape. I take them to court for my general anxiety. I completely got a large sample, but I hate to take on SSRI equals zombie equals bad. I think that whenever you're talking about whether SSRIs are good or not, I think that there's a very obvious delineation between people that are, you know, underage and mentally ill to begin with, right? Because, like, you're talking about, I mean, I think that there are instances where SSRIs might make sense too. It's the same as any type of medication. There are some times when it makes sense and other times when it doesn't. But at the end of the day, I do think that in a lot of cases, yeah, you have them that are overprescribed. And if they're being overprescribed to somebody who already has mental problems, then you're going to have a force multiplier.
And is underage. We must not forget underage. Like, what the fuck? There's a reason why they make children wait till they're 21 to drink. Like, your brain is not fully developed at those ages, bro. He's 15 years old and they're pumping him up with drugs that could alter his fucking brain, bro. This nigga, he ain't gonna be thinking like a grown man and shit because he's not a grown man. So why are you pumping him up with drugs to make him think a certain way? Yo, bro, I don't know. These people just work backwards.
On those problems, and somebody might pop off. It's pretty simple. So let me go back down. I'll find this and see if the rest of these are over there. Oh, here it is. The Canadian media is outright refusing to disclose the mass what?
We have breaking news that we want to share with you that's just into our newsroom. CTV News has confirmed the identity of the suspect behind the Tumbler Ridge mass shooting. Jesse Strang is the name of the suspect. That's all the information that we know, at least at this point. 10 people, again, were killed, again, including that suspected shooter. 25 others have been injured and have been wounded, according to police. We're going to have more on the shooter's identity and what we know, too, as well as the victims, as that information becomes available. Again, the identity of the shooter has been revealed as Jesse Strang. That's, again, all the information we know at this point. We will continue to bring you the latest details as we get them.
I mean, so they're not even saying. I mean, sometimes
they're not even saying anything. They're not even mentioning it's a white male. None of that, because that shit goes against their agenda, bro. That's a fucking white dude. They're like, nah, we can't say this.
these news companies are like pretty. They're pretty slow to actually accuse people of stuff. But yeah, it's almost a requirement for spree killers to be mentally ill. Yeah, I mean, I think it's really not that big of a surprise to see something like that happen. Let me go and see if I can find it here. This is him.
Parents, grandparents, sisters, brothers in Tumbler Ridge will wake up.
This is the guy that's in charge of Canada. This is
Sir Cuck a lot himself.
This is the main guy.
I don't even know his name because I don't care to. This is Sir Cuck a lot. He's supposed to be one of our mayors.
Yeah.
Canada stands by you. I've asked that the flags in the Peace Tower here and across all government buildings be flown at half-mast for the next 7 days.
You'll do something about it.
We will get through this. We will learn from this. But right now, it's a time to come together, as Canadians always do.
Anybody could have told you this was going to happen.
These terrible situations, to support each other, to mourn together, and to grow together.
Right. Okay, so this is another like, oh yeah, let's all be sad and practice performative empathy about how bad this is. Yeah, it's sad that a lot of these people got killed. It's a fucking tragedy, but it's a tragedy that was engineered. It's engineered, and I think this is the main issue that I have is that in a lot of these cases, these problems like are ignored, and they're ignored for so long that they get really, really bad, right? I mean, that's basically what happens.
Becomes a real problem.
Loser PM doesn't do anything. Yeah, exactly. Carney also has a trans kid. That might be one of his worries right now. And JD Vance lost my goodwill. What is this? Let me see if I can pull it up and find it. What did he say? If Iranians want to overthrow the regime, that's on them.
What? That's real?
There's no way, right? Did he say that? Yeah, is this even true? He did say it February 11th.
What?
I'm gonna be honest. Like, if they don't get rid of the Iranian regime, like, I don't want to go off topic here too much.
That's OD. If they turning their back on this fucking regime shit, that's OD. I ain't gonna lie, dude. What? What's going on with that? I'm about to, before I go to bed, I'm about to fucking look on X. What's going on, bro?
Much because we're still talking about this, but if they don't do that, like, I'm really.
We should have
that's gonna be something that I think that. It's unforgivable.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That might hurt him in 2028. If he really said that, and he falls back on Iran, that's gonna hurt him in 2028, bro. We're gonna have to worry about that. You supposed to be the Fakka president, bro. You supposed to be the upcoming president 2028, bro. You can't be doing no soy boy shit like that, bro. You like what? We supposed to take that regime down a long time ago. I ain't gonna lie, that is a big MAGA L, bro. If that's fucking true, this is gonna be like one of the first fuck our MAGA L's we really took. I hope this ain't true. So we gotta do something about
that. It really
regime.
is, and also like them not acting is causing thousands of people to be killed.
There's no way.
Why not? Just, I mean that's bullshit. I don't believe that. Yeah, it's not our problem. I get that. I don't see it that way personally, especially not after. And here's the issue.
The reason why I don't see that not being our problem is one, these people been our problem. They've been fucking trying to make nuclear weapons to fuck with us. They've been having terrorism, fucking all through the Middle East and fucking shit up. Like they've been killing Christians and white folks and people that live out there. So this shit is our problem technically, bro. And then on top of that, Donald Trump himself said, "You guys keep fighting. We're gonna be there real soon." That's literally our problem now, bro. Because now these people are dying because they had the hopes of the United States coming in and helping them. I ain't gonna lie, this is gonna look real bad, bro. I hope this shit ain't true, gang. I was wondering what the fuck is taking so long with this news, bro. We was supposed to have been in and out of there, gang. I ain't gonna lie, this is bad. This is bad. There better be a fucking great reason, excellent reason for us to not do that, bro. There's no fucking way.
Trump even said that he was like trying to gas them up and that they would help. And now he's changing his
There's
narrative
no
after
way,
they're
bro.
being killed. I think that's really fucked up, man.
That is
it's pretty easy to
extremely
say.
fucked up, bro.
But anyway, time is all right. But yeah, there's more of this in general. 10 dead, including female suspect.
Yeah, I gotta
after
hear more
Canada
about that.
shooting. I think that really, I mean, if your focus is about getting the gender of the person right or wrong, I think that a person being trans is a factor. It absolutely is. Like, and it's a factor inside of a lot of different ways. So, for example, like if there's any sort of like life encompassing identity or ideology that a person follows, I think that in general that ideology and that identity should be included. So like, for example, if somebody's a huge, like an Amish person doing this, I think that should be included because it's a substantial part of identifying who this person really is. It's the same as a person that's like a professional video game player or, you know, an NFL player or somebody who is a musician or something like that. It's important data. Yeah, it's important information that helps people finally say it. Well, it's not that finally I say it. It's just like, yeah, obviously that's the case. Because I think that in a lot of these cases, they're trying to intentionally kind of hide the ball here, right? And I do think that in general, they do try to downplay the role that identity politics and these radical identity people actually have in these issues. I think they do. I think they try to downplay it for sure. Because like, and this is just simply anecdotal evidence, but I've seen some of these videos, and like, you remember whenever those two people were calling that black guy a house N-word whenever he was like an ICE agent? I think that they got mad like that because, you know, he thought that they were the wrong gender. And so when you see somebody fly off the handle from that so fast, I think that's pretty substantial. It is. It's insanity. They're fucked in the head. Yeah, I know. There was probably Amish in his past life. Maybe. I have no idea. So yeah, let me go back. I'll see if I can find this too. And what is this? There's a difference in terrorists and letting terrorists go. Yeah. Go ahead, Leon Black and life being in the files. I haven't seen that at all. I don't think their identity really matters. If someone commits a heinous crime, then the headline such as "white man shoots people" is doing so for clicks and not because someone like their race or belief is actually important to. Well, it's a very big difference though, right? Because like you're talking about a voluntary identity versus a intrinsic identity. Like, so everybody who's trans decides to do that. Like, obviously they're choosing to take this medication, they're choosing to dress this way. This is an action that they are taking. Like, it's something that they are doing themselves versus a religion or versus, like, let's say, religion's the same as being trans, right? You're choosing to do this. So a person being a man or a woman, this is a default, right? You didn't choose that. A person being white or black, you didn't choose that unless you're Michael Jackson. A person that's like, tall or short or something like that, again, you didn't choose that. So that's what the difference. That's what the difference is. You see what I'm saying? Unless the culture is oppressive, though. Yeah, and definitely should be focused on the individual, not the group. Someone chooses to label themselves as, paints with too broad of a brush. Well, I think that you can do both, right? You can address the fact that they were part of a group, and you can also say that that group doesn't have collective guilt for the actions of this individual, right? I mean, I think that both of these things are true. And the problem is that a lot of people want to talk about it with an agenda. Now, I'm not trying to talk about this with an agenda. I think this is just a simple problem, and it needs to be treated that way. That's it. And I actually want to be short. Yeah. And so paint with your nose here. What the hell you mean by that? What the fuck? What are you talking about? Do you think the ideology and the or the hormones is the biggest factor? I think it's everything. I think that basically whenever you go and you do this, right? So, mentally ill retard plus HRT, SSRIs, guns equals
Fucking Plato's Day, bro. That is so simple. Like, holy shit. Motherfuckers can't get that simple formula, bro. You would think this is the Krabby Patty. It's a simple formula, bro. Holy shit.
It's that simple. Drugs. I mean, this is very, very simple thing to say, right? It's pretty fucking obvious. And so, yeah, like you always said, what is this here? Don't forget parent? Yeah, of course, right? And we have to stop. Yeah, you just defined all trans people? Well, I don't know if all of them do drugs or guns. I don't know. We have to stop handling the retards with kid gloves. Make an example that causes them to think twice before they act. Well, you have to be proactive, right? And that's the issue. If you see somebody like, I'm sorry, and I'm a big Second Amendment guy, but if we have somebody who is a child who is on SSRIs doing random, illicit drugs, and they also think that they're trying to take hormones to be another gender,
we should take their guns away. Like, you should be a fucking a father or a mother and take the gun away from your child, bro. Don't fucking, like, put that shit in a locker, bro, in a safe lock, like gun locker or something, bro. You know your child is mentally disabled, but you mentally not disabled, but mentally ill, and you fucking go and leave. Oh my god, bro, leave a gun around, laying around. God bless these people, bro. That shit is crazy to me.
that's too many problems. It is, and you shouldn't have a gun. You should not have a gun. If you have that many problems, you should not have a gun. It's too risky. It is. It's extremely fucking risky. They're red flags. Especially whenever you're going out there and you're making comments. And it gets worse than that. And you're going out there and making comments talking about how, you like watching videos of people being killed. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? It's like, when are you going to call a spade a spade? It's so fucking obvious what's going on. So anyway, that's what I think about it, and I'll read a few more comments, but yeah, a photo of today's trans shooter. Maybe we shouldn't give mind-altering hormones to mentally ill people. Imagine that! No.
Oh my god, like, what? I would have never thought. Stupid.
Oh, way! Yes, and if we do, we shouldn't give them a fucking gun. It's
That
crazy
too.
how this is even a possibility, and this is in Canada. It's not even in America. Oh my fucking god. Family confirms identity of trans shooter. What is this here? The trans identified mass murderer's mother was a trans rights activist. He murdered her yesterday before committing one of the deadliest massacres. Yep, exactly. And this is...
We believe we've been able to identify the shooter, but for privacy reasons and obviously for the conduct of the investigation, we're not releasing that information at that time until we're assured that we've connected with the appropriate people.
I mean, they've released it already, so it's hard to say, but... This is one of the people that got shot. That's really fucking sad. 12 years old, too.
That's
oh
fucked
my
up,
fucking
bro.
god. 12.
That
Jesus
is so
Christ.
fucked up, bro.
And, yeah, right? Exactly. Mother was spawn camped? Well, no, the kid was. The kid was spawn camped. If you have a mentally ill, virtue signal, liberal mother, and then you end up having that mother says, like, no, it's okay for you to take these mind-altering drugs and to do SSRIs and to have a gun. Like, I actually feel bad for the kid that did the shooting, in a way. I do.
I do too. Like I said, I am not transphobic, bro. I just feel bad for these people, bro. Like, we could have did better. If we would have did better, bro, he would still be alive. Plus his mom, plus his brother, plus the 10 kids would not have been shot. This is like 25 kids. Sorry. this is like so avoidable, bro. So avoidable. Holy shit, bro. This is crazy, son. We need to get our shit together.
Because he got spawn camped. He did. Like, he has his parents doing this. He has society telling him this. He's on Reddit getting gassed up and groomed. And on top of that, he's even got medical professionals that are trying to multiply the problem by giving him drugs. Like, I mean, really, at a certain point, I mean, there's a reason I said earlier that kids aren't responsible for their own actions. Like, you should look at the adults in this situation and you should ask them, how the fuck did you let this happen? How didn't you see this was a problem? Always comes back to the parents. Yes. They're perfect shitstorm with no accountability. Absolutely. And just so you know now, the system's making bioweapons. This is not a bioweapons. And what is this here? I thought it was more identified school shooter. I need to get off the internet. Well, I mean, there's a lot more than that, right? I mean, obviously. As a dad myself, I don't know how these parents can possibly handle this. This is brutal and so hard to hear about. Yeah, it's horrible, man. It really is. Who pulled the trigger is what matters the most. Humans have free will. He was 100% responsible for the act of killing.
Yeah, you're just not listening to the whole story, bro. You're not paying attention.
Like, I see what you're saying,
He's
but
just trying to
this is a
rage bait.
minor. This is a minor that's done this. Do you really think that the
He's just
parent
trying to
bears
rage bait,
no
bro.
responsibility for not being able to identify that there's something wrong? That the parent bears literally no responsibility for this? No foresight? Yeah, you have to, like, and also... Like, and I get that, I get your logic, and I understand what you're saying, but I think whenever you're talking to a person, like, that only makes sense inside of the context of dealing with a person of sound mind. An adult of a sound mind. Because I think that whenever you get into a situation where you're talking about a mentally ill child, I think that we should all come to the very obvious and empathetic conclusion that mentally ill children should not be held to the same standard that a man in their, in their right mind
30s
is.
or 25.
I think it's very,
obviously
very different.
it's going to be
in this
very
case,
different.
no. In some other cases, it's the other way. Yeah, I'll let this person respond one more time. Parents are the first line of defense through the initial fail point. Hunter was an overstatement. Parents do bear responsibility, but even if you're mentally troubled, you don't go on a killing rampage. Listen, I know that. It's very unlikely that it would happen, but I think that whenever you stack up all...
Yeah, I was just about to say, mentally illness doesn't always lead to this. This is why we don't we shouldn't arrest all mental ill people. Like I said, there's levels to this shit. So it's like if there's multiple compounds that's going on, this person is mentally unstable and he's continuously taking drugs that is not subscribed to him, and he's also fucking taking drugs that subscribe to him, and it's not looking like it's working, then maybe we need to go a little step further and bringing him into a fucking full-time hospital or something for a while, not all his life, but until he gets his bearings right, because there's levels to this shit, bro. When you see a person is not willing to help themselves and fix their fucking their disorders, then we need to help them. Like, we need to step in, because that becomes a problem, bro. Like, that shit just leads to more and more dangers. Like, this person could have harmed himself, which he did, and he could have harmed others, which he did. So it's like, all this could have been avoided if motherfuckers actually cared about the kid. When he was 15, he was showing signs of showing signs of wanting to be a female. That is a big fucking red flag. Like, y'all should have been on top of that. That should have been, like, no lie, you should have been seeing a therapist like twice a week or once a week or some shit. Until he's fucking normal again. But y'all motherfuckers wanna pump him with drugs and affirm his thoughts and shit. That shit doesn't lead to nothing but craziness, bro.
all of these debuffs at the same time, right? HRT, being baseline mentally ill, SSRIs, drugs, and you give them a gun, you get a big problem. I think that's what happens, man.
It's common sense.
They do, but you're taking away free will and accountability. You could then say it's the fault of someone who had a rough life and commits crimes. I think in some cases that is the case. Like, for example, like schools that allow kids that are violent and aggressive and that don't behave properly, and they allow those kids and are permissive of that behavior, I do think those schools are partially responsible for that kid escalating into violence later on in life. I think that is true. But I think that as you become an adult and everything like that, you become more and more responsible for it. And I think also, like, I look at it as like a person being underage. I understand that it's their decision, but I think also these other groups should bear a lot of responsibility too. So yeah.
Yeah, age
And,
plays
I'll
a
read a few
huge
more. How old
part
is the
in
kid
this.
again? 17, right? Which, I mean, I get 17 is not really that young. I mean, are you
Nah,
really a kid
but
at
they
17?
said,
I don't really.
but they said they've been seeing, he been taking medications for fucking whatever they call it, since 15. So in that case, you should have been watching over him, taking extra care of your child, making sure he's not fucking taking those drugs from the streets, making sure that he's not on these fucking Reddit pages talking crazy like how he was. Like, there's things you could have did to prevent this shit, bro. Like, if you actually cared for that child, but you didn't.
really think so, right? But I guess that's it. At 12 years old, oh my god. "18 is your personal age of accountability." I think that, I mean, it depends, right?
Yeah, I don't even think 18 a person is fully mentally developed. Honestly, I think it takes a person to hit like 25 for them to fully be mentally developed. And it's still not fully mentally developed. It's like almost there. But we have these laws to protect children from getting hurt with alcohol or driving. Even alcohol is 21. That should tell you right there that the brain doesn't develop until at least 21. But I would say 25, 30 years old. But these people just completely ignored that fact that the brain does not fully develop. And they think these kids have fully developed brains and they could fucking make these life changing decisions at this age. And it's wrong. It's fucking wrong, bro. Y'all enabling that shit. These kids is not fucking fully developed to think for themselves. And y'all fall for that shit and with the empathy bullshit. Oh, but he thinks he's a girl. Oh my god, yo. That shit just ruins people's lives.
So I think that is 18 a good age for accountability? I would say that, I mean, assuming you have a sound mind, I would say 16 is probably the age of accountability.
Yeah, I could say it's around
Right?
16.
Like, that's whenever, like, if somebody does something bad at 16,
I
I
knew it
think they
was
should
right
be
from
treated
wrong.
as if they were an adult. This situation is different in my mind because of all of the other compounding
But the
mental health
mental
problems.
thing is different.
And that's the reason why I'm kind of like drawing more of an exception with this. But, and I think that also, like, we all know, right? I mean, we all know, like, a lot of us, when did we really start making good decisions as an adult? I'd say, like,
I'd say I didn't start making real good decisions as an adult till I was like 26, 27. Probably even 28. Like, it took me a while, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was still out there selling drugs, doing stupid nigga shit, fucking risking my freedom, fucking for what? Like, to think about it for nothing. Because if I would have got caught up in all that shit, I would have been fucked right now in the system. And then having to bail out, and then when I come out, I fucking live a whole life of what? Not knowing how to get around and fucking survive without hustling? Like, come on, bro. I thank God I fucking grew up and I didn't face severe consequences for the shit that I've done. Because I probably would have been trapped in an all and like never ending cycle of doing the same shit over and over again. Because I ain't really take no mind altering drugs growing up. I ain't really fucking, yeah, I got into a lot of fights and shit, but thank God my head is right. I didn't really get no fucking severe beatings to the head, so my brain is still alright. And I don't know, I feel like at around the age 27, 28, or probably 26, 26, 27, I feel like I was making way more better decisions. I was fucking actually wanting to work, wanting to get my credit score together, wanting to get my car, wanting to get my license. I mean, wanting to get different means of legal funds and shit like that, wanting to pay my taxes, shit like that. That's when life started like actually hitting me and I started taking it serious. But before then, I was still a fool. I was a young idiot, bro. That's what I'm saying. So imagine me deciding making life altering decisions in those times, like when I was 17, 18. Holy shit. Like, what if there was a fucking surgery to make me a kingpin and I wanted to do that shit? And I fucking got that shit done when I was 18. Now I'm a fucking kingpin, and my life is gonna end at like probably 30 or 40 because niggas gonna end up killing me or I'm gonna go to jail for the rest of my life. Like, imagine I would have made that decision at the age of 17 or 16, and fucking ruined my whole life and would not have known better because like would not have had any chance of a real life because I didn't make the decision when I was a fully grown adult with a fully grown brain. Like, these things is important, bro. I'm getting too deep into the tangents, but the whole point is the brain is not fully developed to your, I believe, in your 30s, honestly, because for me it didn't. I feel like I didn't learn. I didn't learn until I was like 26, 27.
Like for me, it was like 24 and 25. Like before then, I was fucking up all the time.
How?
I still, yeah, I don't know yet. Yeah, I'll let you know when I get there, right? Yeah, so like I think that really like for a lot of guys, you know, we don't really start making good decisions until we're in our mid-20s.
Exactly.
So I don't think that really you turn 18 and your brain just totally, you know,
18 is just for you to be able to drive and fucking. You still can't even drink because we knew back then that shit fucks up your brain.
crystallizes and everything's perfect neither. So, yeah, can we really fully blame the parents here? The kid was so fucked up mentally at spawn? I do think so. I think that you can blame the kids. She made it through surgery. Wow, so this girl did. Holy shit. And she already's raised $42,000. That's good. And this is good, man. I'm glad to see it. Never let your kids watch anime. Wait, this is a post from 2000.
Wow. This is insane. This can't be real, right? How do I stop comparing myself to fictional characters? I'm trans, MTF, I'm pre-HRT. I don't even know what none of those mean. 15-year-old, and I've been viewing a lot of anime-related content recently. Was never into it before. The characters are always so cute. I don't want to be 2D or anything like the characters themselves, but when it comes to their body shapes and stuff, I often find myself comparing their semi-unrealistic yet still physically possible shape, specifically when it comes to height, BMI, and obviously their chesticle. What? I'm super skinny. Oh, nah, this dude said he's super skinny. So that sometimes make me feel kind of good, but I'm pre-HRT and my expectations are minimal for chest growth, and I'm 6 feet tall. Like, what the fuck, bro? This kid didn't, yo, he didn't stand a chance, bro. Look how he talks. This man wanted to grow fucking breasts at 15 years old, bro. If you know of anywhere I should go to get into watching anime, they'd be nice. I never watched it before. This poor kid, bro. This poor kid, man. Maybe the internet should be fucking protected from kids. Like, maybe we should use ID for shit, because this is a fucking. This is literally an example right here of how the internet could brain rot kids. This boy shouldn't have been on Reddit at 15, bro. This is crazy.
2023.
He shouldn't have been on Reddit, bro.
Man.
I'm starting to believe in that ID
Man.
shit now, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
He fucking knew. Huh? Yep, he fucking knew. Oh my god. And on your birthday too? Oh boy. Oh, April 20th. That's not my birthday, that's Hitler's birthday. Okay,
How
and
you remember
what's
Hitler's
this here?
birthday? That's
Just
weird.
up here, it
Oh,
said he's actually started
420?
crying. Yeah, I mean, again, like, it's just...
That ain't true. That's
mainly
Hitler's
blame the
birthday?
parents. I do. I think I blame the parents for this. I think it's ridiculous and it's horrible. It's time the transgender community gets labeled what it really is. At this point, a terrorist organization. I think that here's the problem with I think the people inside the trans community that try to make excuses for this, right? And they try to say that's not it. I don't think that they do a very good job at ostracizing their extremists. And I've said this before, is that if a different community and an organization can't properly remove its extremists, it then becomes defined by its extremists. And I think that's what's happened with the transgender community. I think that's what's happened in some cases with the Muslim community. I think that's what's happened in some cases with the anime community, right? With, like, you know, people into, like, weird lolly stuff, and those people that are seen as, like, you know, the same as everything else. I think that's very weird. I know this is like a hot take, but I think that, again, if you allow people like that, furries, yeah, exactly, weebs, and this is, by the way, that one's much less bad than the other two. But let me go back and find it. When is the entire world condoning and supporting Iran for slaughtering its own people? Wait, what the fuck? And I'll look at it in a minute. You're totally right, though. Yeah. There's no goalposts with the trans community. The most extreme today is tomorrow. Islamic regime has just been elected as vice chair of the UN Commission of Social.
This is getting too weird, bro. These people are aligning themselves with the Iranian regime, bro. Is this why Rance is saying, oh man, this is bad? These people are aligning themselves with the fucking Iranian regime, bro. Yeah. I keep saying it. It's fuck NATO, bro. We definitely not fucking with NATO no more. I think that's what Rance is about to say. NATO is no more soon, bro.
I hate the UN. We need to get rid of the UN. I'm gonna be real. I've never, like, what values does the UN have? Like,
Nothing,
I mean, like,
bro.
fuck this. It's just every time I hear something from the UN, it's retarded.
It's something horrible. Always something horrible from them, bro. It's never nothing good.
And
never.
so you're right that basically this is kind of the big issue, is that you have a self-radicalization structure, and this is happening in both political parties in different directions, but I think that it's stronger inside of the leftist political party, like liberal political party in general, where they always trend towards the extremes. So it's not enough for, you know, people to be trans. You have to have trans representation. It's not enough to have trans representation. You have to have everybody that has compelled speech around using pronouns. It's not enough for you to have compelled speech around pronouns. Now you have to have kids that are trans. It's not enough that kids can choose to be trans. Now the kids can do it even without the consent of the parent, right? And it's just like the escalation of this is just, and I think the reason why is that I think the reason why it happens a lot more inside of leftist spaces is because of I think that the mental reasoning.
The loss of accountability, bro. I keep saying it. This is why it's available. Like, it's a socially accepted in the fucking liberals' mindset, because these motherfuckers, they lost accountability, bro. They don't give a fuck. They don't have no accountability no more, bro. They're already aborting their kids by the fucking millions. They don't. What else could they give a fuck about? These people lost all accountability, bro.
And the emotional reasoning of leftist spaces. So I think that a lot of people arrive at very, very left-wing viewpoints by using pure emotion. I don't think that they're thinking about it logically. They're not trying to do what's best for the most people. They're not trying to you know, make the world a better place. They're trying to make themselves seem like a good person, and on top of making themselves seem like a good person, they're also trying to signal to everybody else that they're that kind of person too. So you're thinking about it, and it's not like Republicans and conservatives are like that much different, but I think with leftist spaces, it's like much more evident, is that whenever your goal is virtue signaling, the principles and the consequences are irrelevant, right? They're irrelevant because you don't care about what the consequences are. You just care about saying the thing to make everybody think that you're a good person. And so that's the reason why there is this continual escalation of emotional blackmail. That's basically what happens. You're basically describing narcissism. I am.
Yep.
And the reason why is that, and again, like there are already studies that have shown that people that are like highly attached to these social issues and like these, you know, big performative issues are more likely to have personality issues like narcissism. It's obvious because every single person that wants to be seen as a good person is going to be trying to, you know, fucking parasite into every single one of these Free Palestine, protect trans kids movements because they want to be seen as a good person. They don't care about being a good person. They want to be seen as a good person. So that's it. That's why I call it social progressivism. It never stops. Exactly, yeah. And so it's just very, very weird. Someone with a mental illness that didn't get the help they needed. Now more school children and teachers are dead. We are not helping these people. Absolutely not. Nope. And it's actually crazy to see the amount of people talking about this too. Oh my God. My country, Canada, is doomed. I think that really, why is Canada like this? I mean, I think it's actually very, very simple. Canada is like this because it's allowed to be like this. That's the reason why. And also the people, I think people in Canada, and I know that I'm painting with a massively broad brush, but I think Canada has too many people that are weak-willed, that are unwilling to address these problems for what they are. I think that they are too caught up in being polite. They're too caught up in political correctness. They're too caught up in being seen as this way or another way. And they're not willing to address problems for what they are because in doing so, it becomes impolite and uncomfortable. That's what I've noticed a lot with many Canadians. I'm massively overgeneralizing here, but I think that I think it's true enough for it to be a trend in the country. Too many immigrants, nobody wants to get deported. Well, you should have never brought in the immigrants. I think the fact that you have too many immigrants is a great example, right? Like, you really think that a bunch of Canadians want their country overrun by immigrants? No, I don't think they actually do. But they're so afraid of the social consequence of saying no that they let it happen. That's the issue. They're so afraid of the social consequence, they go and they let it happen. We're starting a Canadian Reform Party. Yep, and a day after Charlie Kirk, liberal white woman with blue hair at my school, we're all laughing and joking about this. This is in Canada. Well, that's because, again, you have to understand that the reason why those people think Charlie Kirk being killed is a good thing is because Charlie Kirk is an ideological enemy to them. They will kill their ideological enemies if you give them the tools to do so. So the only way that you have to solve that is you have to marginalize, minimize, and completely delegitimize any influence that they have and totally oppress people that are like that. Absolute, complete oppression. Because if you don't do that, they will oppress you. And anybody that behaves like this, yeah, put them in a box. Put them in a box, put them in an institution, put them in jail, do whatever you need to do. And I'm not saying people that disagree with Charlie Kirk. I'm talking about people that are advocating for killing people based off of political ideology. You can't live in a world with people like that. If you lived in that world, they will turn your country into Somalia. That is African warlord, third world, PvP server ideology. I know you're right, but I struggle stooping to their level. Really? I quite enjoy it. So, yeah, it's fine. Listen, if people don't want to go down to that level, that's totally okay. Just don't get in the way of the people that do. That's all I ask, right? If you don't want to get your hands dirty, totally understandable. But don't complain about other people getting their hands dirty. What if they call you a Nazi? Who cares? Gives a fuck what they're saying. Yeah, it doesn't matter. And where is it here? So there has been also, let me see if I can pull up the other things about this. Yeah, mother's just a hardcore trans activist. Oh my fucking God, this is just insane for me to see this. Let me go back and make sure I didn't miss anything else about this.
So
Asking for
up,
transitioning advice to the 15-year-old.
So
I also think that, and this goes back into what we were talking about yesterday with Roblox and like, you know, internet ID. Should we have like subreddits like r/teenagers where adults that are completely unvetted are able to have access to personally communicate with children?
No. And that's why I'm starting to believe the ID checks. I'm starting to believe it, bro. I think it's a fucking smart decision, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It may fucking suck because they're gonna sell our information to China, but my nigga, this needs to stop, bro. This literally needs to stop, bro. We gotta stop allowing these kids to get abused and shit.
Is that a good thing? I think it's not. So when you have people that are identifying as being a minor, you're 15, right? We're not talking about 17. 17 is like, you know, some people are an adult at 17. It's past the age of consent in a lot of places. But we're talking about 15, okay? 15 years old. If you're identifying as 15 years old on a social media website, should you just get insta-banned? Honestly? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I do. I hate that subreddit with the notifications. Well, on Twitch, don't you? No, it's under 13. And the reason why it's under 13 is because of a law. There's a law, it's called COPPA. And that's the reason why it's the rule there. So, is Reddit liable? That's an actual subreddit? Yes, it's an actual subreddit. Male to female subreddit. Let me see if I can find it here. MTF. See if they're saying anything about it. No, even rural white voters for Democrats approach to trans over GOP. I don't know, this is about something else. Yeah, they're probably not even talking about this at all. Cis friend mistaken for trans. This is just some fucking bullshit.
I can't, yeah, that's
so
sick,
anyway,
man.
I agree with you, but if you do that, they'll just start to use it to control.
Anyways, my point is, bro, I'm about to go to sleep, but I want to end on this note, bro. This poor kid, bro. I want to end on this note, son. Where is it? Hold on. Let me share my screen, bro. How do I connect to this shit again? I forgot. Bro. Y'all see this man right here, bro? I feel bad for this boy, bro. Like these parents wasn't worth a damn, bro. They clearly seen this going on, bro. This was the poor boy, bro. This little boy, bro. I feel bad, bro, cause he looks like he's 16 or something in this video, bro. And he clearly was fucking mentally disturbed. Clearly. But for some reason, I don't know if he had a father, but I know he had a mother. But for some reason his mother found it she found it to be a good idea to enable this and to allow this to keep going on, bro. To this poor fucking kid went and did what he did. This is why parenting is so fucking important, bro. We need to be in our children's lives, bro. Father and mother. This shit should not have happened, bro. You see, you see your kid acting like this, you immediately supposed to get on top of that immediately and try to get him the best help he could get, bro. This shit could have been, yo, bro. This could have been prevented, bro. These people saw this shit, bro. They literally saw this shit happening in their own house. This is so fucked, bro. And he posted it with a satanic verse. I wonder if he found that. Grok confirmed it was the same. Grok already confirmed it too, bro. It's the same person. This is crazy, bro. This poor kid, man. He was 15 in this picture, I believe. Oh no, 13, man. That's grimy, bro. If only he had real parents in his life, bro. Shit is crazy, man. Anyways, I'm gonna end it right there. I gotta go to sleep. It's late as fuck.